You are tuned in to episode 36. Yes, I said it. Episode 36 of the Goodfellas podcast. G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru in the building. As you can see, I got my main man with me. VP Shane is in the building. What's going on, good brother?
All good.
Listen, we figured we kick off a little early today. Because we had a slight bit of drama earlier today. We're gonna get into that in a second, but before we do that, we definitely gotta give a shout out to BoxingFirst Vlog. Big shout out to him. We may or may not see him in the live today. Um, of course, gotta go to g5jeftv.com. Join the Boxing Prediction Fantasy League. That is an absolute must. $550 for the winner of the league championship belt, and it's free to join. As usual, per usual, we got my main man Conrad Boxing in the building. He said, "Where do you watch the fight?
What fight?
Which fight you talking about?"
I'm assuming you're talking
Oh,
about
he's
the
talking
third.
about. He got to be talking about Beterbiev Browne.
Isn't
Um,
that on? Isn't that on ESPN?
should be on ESPN Plus.
In the UK, it's on Sky.
Yes, in the UK is on Sky. In the States is on ESPN Plus. So those are the two places you can watch it. Of course, we'll probably have some type of link. He said Beterbiev, yes. So ESPN Plus for the States, Sky for the UK. Anybody else will probably have a link for it um, on fight night tomorrow. Um, but for the people that don't know, Beterbiev and Marcus Browne weigh-in was today. They actually streamed it on
Top rank.
they actually streamed it on Top Rank, absolutely. And Beterbiev was 175.2. Yes, 175.2. The contracted weight was 175.0. So he was point two of a pound over. They gave him 2 hours to get the point two of a pound off. And according to VP Shane, he said that he did make weight. Am I correct?
L Dub told me.
L Dub told Shane. Shane told me. We telling y'all. So big shout out to the plug. L Dub. I know now. I seen Keith Idec actually state that Keith Idec actually stated that Beterbiev was point two over. That was the first place I seen it at. So big shout out to Keith Idec for that. But Shane, let's talk about it. Should there be any issues in regards to Beterbiev and this point two of a pound thing?
I mean, personally, um, weight comes into play when weight don't come into play at these fights in these weight classes. I mean, obviously, someone like Beterbiev is obviously big at 175. Plus, he's older in terms of age. But what people need to understand is point two is very, very, very easy to move and easily deceptive. Because on the scales in your room, you could be 174.8, and then you go out and be 175.2. So it's very deceptive. I don't think you could read that much into it. If I'm being all the way 100, my opinion on the fight is exactly the same. It definitely didn't strengthen nor weaken my opinion on how the fight will go. Obviously, you guys can go to the website right now and make your predictions for the fight. Um, so you guys can win $500. Obviously, Jeff isn't going to be putting up no money for this fight because this fight is certainly ending in a stoppage.
Yeah, unless I'm trying to go broke, I'm definitely not putting up no incentives for this one. Hold on, Conrad said because it's not on Fight TV. Yeah, I don't think it's on Fight TV. I'll double check though. Jamie Leroy, big shout out to you, bro. Said just been listening to Eddie Hearn. Conor Ben versus AB is very likely in the UK.
Well,
Um,
from the last time I heard, Eddie Hearn was actually in contact with AB, and it did sound like progressive talks. So I wouldn't be surprised because AB is always a guy looking for that bag. So
yeah. Jamie Leroy said, hope you good, boys. Absolutely. We are absolutely wonderful, man. Whenever it's boxing coming up, we good. Like
you
we
know,
are
if I was
100%
Eddie
good.
Hearn, just on a quick side note, if I was
Hmm.
Eddie Hearn, bro, I'll
Hmm.
put a clause in his contract. If you throw more than 20 punches around, I give you an extra 200 grand.
Yo, that's funny, man. That is funny. That is funny. Yeah, it should be like an incentive in his contract. Like if he throws like 500 punches in the fight, like he gets X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
I think they need to do that in contracts. It's actually not a bad idea.
Obviously, that don't count as these throwaway posy jabs that you see niggas be throwing, just be run. That don't really
Him
count.
here throw a bunch of these.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They look like knocks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Jamie Leroy said, "What's your views on Usyk offering a fight with Canelo at cruiserweight?" I'm
Don't have
glad you
views on it.
I'm glad you asked that because I never got Shane's opinion on that. Go ahead, Shane.
Um, I don't read that much into it. This dude has got mega fights at heavyweight. Obviously, he can still fight AJ. He's got the Fury fight, Dylan White. Even someone like Deontay Wilder, he can go and see. You know, you got dudes like Hergovich, Joyce, Yoka coming through the ranks. What's my young dude's name? Sanchez, not that dude I was talking about. Jared Anderson. So you got a lot of fights at heavyweight. And even the other day, like I saw him pose a picture with Bradis. In the caption, it said, until we meet again. So you could even go and see Bradis and rematch him at cruiserweight. Um, and let's keep it real. Canelo's track record has never been one to move up to a weight class and fight the best in that division. That's never been his track record. We can go back to any weight class, whether it's 168, 175,
Mm-hmm.
154. He fought Floyd, but he lost. 160. Obviously, he fought Golovkin after he saw enough deterioration because he was supposed to fight Golovkin a few years before that and ended up turning the fight down.
Yeah.
So it's never been his um, MO to move up to a weight class and immediately fight the best in the division. Let me say that immediately. It's never been his. That's the word I'm gonna use. It's never been his MO to move up and fight the best immediately. So that fight happening is as slim as any, to be honest. But it's
Uh,
nice. It's a nice Usyk is calling out names. If there's anyone in the boxing world that deserves to call out any name, it's Usyk. Because he's a dude who has, up to this point, everything he said he's done. You know, so
yeah.
his words actually carry weight.
Um, does Usyk beat Canelo 175 one cruiserweight?
Are you drunk?
I'm asking the question for the people, brother.
You
I'm
drunk?
asking the question for the people.
Usyk, Canelo don't beat Okoli. Canelo don't beat Bradis at cruiserweight. So there's no way on God's green earth he beats Usyk. Now, do I think Usyk can make cruiserweight is a different question because that is a him losing what 20 pounds. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can, but and for that Canelo money he can. But there's no point. But there's no way on God's green earth does Usyk lose to Canelo. Not even on points or by stoppage. There's no way on God's green.
I was asking for the people. You was getting ready to come in my neck, something crazy. Um, hold on.
That is a bullshit question.
Huh? Hey, some people listen. There's somebody out there that's gonna say Canelo can beat Usyk at cruiserweight. I guarantee you.
Well, that
Um,
same person might as well say that Canelo can beat um Fury at heavyweight. Or Canelo can beat Inoue at 122,
Possibly.
118.
You got some crazy folks out here, man. Crazy folks out
Well,
here.
whatever drugs they're on. Tell me to stay clear from that.
Oh man. He said Conrad said I'd rather see Bradis moving up. I wouldn't mind seeing Bradis moving up.
I mean, I would
Wouldn't
love
mind.
to see Bradis move up, but I would love to see him versus a Cody first, then him move up.
Yeah. Trap Media, USA, big shout out to you. He said nobody really does that though. That's not a fair knock.
What's he talking about?
What you talking about exactly, Trap? What you talking about? Can you get more
Oh, he's
specific,
talking
please?
about Canelo. Nobody really moves up and fights the best. Well, that's a lie because Usyk done that. Usyk went up and fought the best. So that you could look at that however you want to look at it, but Usyk done that. You know. So
Um, Jamie Leroy Usyk is definitely a special fighter. I agree with you, Shane. Um,
exactly. There's you got to set certain boundaries in your career as a fighter. You can only go as far as you can. I love Terence Crawford, but I'll never want to see Terence Crawford in there versus someone like David Benavidez. I love Andrade, but I'll never want to see Andrade against Artur Beterbiev. You see my point? There's a certain amount of weight you can move up to where it's healthy. Then after a while, it just becomes a bit of a stretch. You know, moving from cruiserweight to heavyweight's fine. Moving from middleweight or 154, where Canelo started, all the way to cruiserweight to fight a heavyweight is very stupid.
Trap Media said
Can
Usyk
I answer
didn't.
that?
Hold, let me read it first. Usyk didn't. He fought Scrubs first, and then he said you said immediately. Hold on.
So,
He also said he fought two or three people before AJ.
so, so let me explain that. Firstly, the only reason why he fought Chisora, he was immediately the mandatory. He was immediately the mandatory. The only reason why he didn't get to fight AJ first was because AJ actually had the belt and he had to do a mandatory for another belt, which was the IBF, and ended up having to fight Pulev in the process. So there was nothing Usyk could have done. And in response to um, what you say about Usyk fighting AJ immediately or whatever, and that was my point. The difference is you see him eventually fight AJ. I haven't seen um, Canelo eventually fight Beterbiev, or Canelo eventually fight Zerdo Ramirez, or eventually fight David Benavidez. You see my point? You move to a weight class, you fight the best in that weight class. I haven't seen Canelo do that in 168 or 175, and you could even argue 160, because even though he fought Golovkin, that was after a failed negotiation where he turned down that fight. And then he saw Danny Jacobs fight Golovkin and Kell Brook fight Golovkin and thought, you know what? I've seen enough regression in that individual. Now I will fight. And then he arguably lost that first fight and was on all types of juice. And they upped the clenbuterol level so he can go into the second fight. And he arguably lost that. So that's just the facts. Why are we even talking about Canelo and not Beterbiev? But go ahead.
Well, I who started that? I don't know who
Does
started it.
that does Beterbiev? How long does Browne last? That's what I want people to know. Like, how long does Browne last? Does Browne last more than 5 rounds?
I got a two-part answer to that. If um if Browne doesn't run, he don't last more than 4 rounds. If he does run, I don't see him lasting more than 5 rounds. Either way, it ain't going six. I said this to Shane off camera. I'll say it on camera. Marcus Browne, and this is no disrespect to Marcus Browne. Marcus Browne has shown he can get knocked down in the past. He has shown chin issues in the past against lesser punchers than a Beterbiev. And I'm not going to believe that he got a chin overnight. He got
Against
hurt
one
in
of
them
the
fights.
hardest hitters.
He's top five in terms of the hardest hitting dudes in the sport. Hands down, no getting around it. I was actually in the building for his fight against Vozick. You can hear the shots. You can hear the shots. Dude can punch. Like it's official that man can punch. I don't see Browne lasting 5 rounds. I, if he comes out and really try to plant his feet and try to fight, he may not last 3 rounds. That's you know. Hold on. Trap Media USA said, but give Canelo that same space. That's all I'm saying. Canelo fought Triple G and Plant, who was the best. Benavidez being the best is not known.
Okay, so I don't want to say I'm gonna educate you. I'm just gonna remind you of something, bro. If you remember when Canelo initially moved up to 168, because what people keep forgetting is they think that he moved up to 168 and fought Callum Smith, Yildirim, and Saunders. That's not when he initially moved up to 168. When he initially moved up to 168, he fought Fielding. The champions at the time was Benavidez, Smith, Zerdo, and Plant. You fought Plant, who inherited his title. You fought Smith, who inherited his title. You fought Saunders, who inherited his title. You fought Yildirim for the WBC belt or some form of WBC eliminator type fight or mandatory type fight. And that was a title that Benavidez had. You're 100% correct. Benavidez was not known as the best, but Zerdo was. You moved up to 168. Zerdo had the best name on his resume. He was the longest reigning champion at the weight class. He had the most title defenses at the weight class. He had literally come off one of the best wins that that weight class had seen. So he is the best at that weight class. He didn't fight him. So it's convenient that you fight him when he moves up to 175. That just looks convenient to me.
Yeah, Trap. Just to forewarn you, man, when you come up in here, brother, got to come guns a blazing. But it's all healthy talk though. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Um, Conrad Boxing, I got Beterbiev at 8, I think. Um, wasn't impressed by his last
I
fight.
hate when people say that because what you got, you remove what he was able to, what he was up against. He won every round. He knocked the dude down in the first round, and the dude was extremely tough. The dude could take a punch, and he knocked him out clean. The dude has never lost. The dude has never been down in his career, and Beterbiev knocked him down, knocked him out. I don't know what else people wanted to expect from Beterbiev. Just because you didn't know him, and even I didn't know him, don't mean he can't fight, or at least doesn't mean he can't take a punch.
Yeah, I just I've seen guys. I mean, we've seen guys just do a number on guys, and for some reason they still don't get credit.
Oh yeah, you did know Deanies, by the way. Shout out to you, Conrad. But go on.
Should still get Browne out of there. Trap. I still can't figure out why Vosdick retired. He was whooping Beterbiev.
He
I'm
was
gonna
not
let
whooping Beterbiev.
I'm gonna let Shane go. I'm gonna let Shane go first, and then I'm gonna go second because I was there. Go ahead.
In my opinion, he wasn't whooping Beterbiev. But me and Jeff have a video about Vosdick's retirement. You guys can go watch it back. And this is a fact. You ask any Eastern European fighter, any Eastern European fan, the pinnacle for them is representing their country at the Olympics. That's why you see Eastern European fighters with 600-700 fights or whatever going to the Olympics numerous times. So his pinnacle was going to the Olympics and winning a medal, which he was able to do. Going pro really wasn't was like the icing on the cake. He beat Adonis Stevenson, who was the longest reigning champion. At that point, everything at that point is just extra. You become a world champion, everything is just extra. Then you fight Beterbiev, who's beaten you twice. When you lose to him, you put Adonis Stevenson into retirement and he's practically a vegetable. You don't want that for yourself. You had to go to a hospital after that fight. You got to do self-reflection and look at yourself and go, well, I will never be the best in the division. Why should I continue? I've already achieved so much. And I've already gone through a close scare in my own career and put people in close scares in their career. Why do I continue if I know I can't be the best? I've already achieved the maximum there is to achieve in the sport. What's the point in continuing? And that's the question he asked himself, and it's an easy answer. If you can't come up with an answer for why you want to continue, you have to stop. That's every boxer. That's every boxer.
I'm gonna follow up with that, Trap. I was actually there for that fight. Um, so just to clarify things, Vosdik was up on the cards at one point. That's a completely different story than him actually whipping Beterbiev. Um, the sense in the building is that
Mm,
the tide was getting ready to turn during the course of the fight. Even when Vosdik was winning rounds, you can kind of get a feeling that he was starting to get the Vosdik a little bit. Um, when he did get the Vosdik, it was pretty much a wrap.
mhm.
Um, bro, Trap, and this some things you can get live that you can't get on camera. I've never been at a fight and you can actually hear the shots and they weren't amped up by speakers. You can hear the shots. You can hear them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when he landed, even if it was something on the arms or something, you could hear the shots, like the thud, like it was like, like you could hear it. Like I'm in the media say, like you can hear it. You understand what I'm saying? So, Vosdik was in the hospital for a couple of days in Philly. Like I was there. So that was a life changing experience. And then Vosdik had Teddy Atlas in his corner, who's one of the best motivators and one of the best trainers in the business. He's a no nonsense guy. But like I said, no trainer is taking the shots, no matter
Jeff
how
Williams
well you're
says that.
schooled. No matter how well you're schooled, that trainer's not taking the shots. And if you can't take the shots, eventually you're gonna end up on the stool. And that's what happened with Vosdik. But everything Shane said was correct in terms of um, everybody's pinnacle of success is not the same, depending on where you're at. Whether you're in the U.S., the U.K., you might be in China, Japan, Korea. It doesn't matter. Some people's success, what they consider success is different. So, for example, like a Cuban fighter or a UK fighter, like just the Olympics may be it. That might be the pinnacle for them. Everything else is just extra. In the
Whereas
United
in the
States,
United States, it's about belts. It's about
it's
winning. It's
about
about
belts.
becoming a superstar.
Yeah, like so it's just the what you define as success. There's not one set answer for every single person. So that's just to give you a little bit more insight in regards to that. Jamie Leroy, who's got the best chin in your opinion at heavyweight?
You could argue. I mean, at the top level, I'm not going to talk about dudes at the bottom level because it's difficult to say because it depends on who they've been in the ring with.
Mm-hmm.
But at the top level, I think Joe Joyce got a real good chin. I think Joe Joyce got a real good chin. I think Philip Hergovich, even though he hasn't been in there with bangers, has got a good chin. Based on what I've seen in the amateurs, anyway. Um, I think, yeah, man, it's difficult to say because a lot of these dudes haven't been in there with a lot of bangers. I think Usyk's got a good chin.
Yeah, yeah. I think Joe Joyce got the best chin in the heavyweight division. Like I'm not gonna say it's not close, but for me, I think
I
he
mean,
got
you
the best
always
chin.
got dudes like Wack and stuff like that, and Ivan Ditchko and those dudes who are just ridiculously tough. But I'm talking about top level, like not top level, but upper echelon. Going into the lower weight classes and stuff like that. No, not lower weight classes, lower parts of the division. It's very difficult to decipher.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree 100%, man. That's actually a good question though. Trap Canelo was going up to fight Benavidez, but COVID hit.
The I don't believe that, and I would never believe that because for about a year, this dude fought at three different weight classes within 1 year. He fought at 168, 160, and 175 within 1 year. And there was no clear direction in what he wanted to do until he saw an open path to become undisputed. So I will never believe that.
It Trap, I will say this, and we say this on the channel all the time, yo. If Canelo really wanted that fight, he could have got it. Any fight Canelo wants, he can get. Like that's the benefits of being a cash cow. Conrad, I knew Denis. He's German. Yes, indeed, Trap. If Browne was to win, what would it look like? Shane, let me get at that first.
Go ahead.
So if Browne was to win the fight, right? There's a couple things that has to happen. Number one, obviously he would have to stay on the outside. A lot of jabbing, a lot of moving. Pick his spots in terms of throwing more than two punches in a combination. And avoiding a money shot at all costs. That's really the only way I could see him winning the fight. But the problem with that is that he's gonna have to walk through fire, even if he does employ that strategy, because the shots to the arms hurt, the shots to the shoulders hurt. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, Shane. I gotta take this call real quick. Go ahead, Shane.
I'm trying to figure out where I was. Let's keep scrolling. Beterbiev getting injured or cut, I can see that, but I can't see that at the same time. Salute, brother. Shout out to you, bro. Evening, Bruce. Shout out to everybody. What would Beterbiev have to do to reach top three on your pound for pound? I see he's currently 8, maybe round about 8, 9. Really and truly, he has to become undisputed. That's the first thing. Fight the likes of Bivol, Joe Smith, Zerdo Ramirez. If he beats those dudes, then probably top 3, maybe even maybe top 2. Salute, Conrad. Fury got an extreme chin. I don't think so.
Hold on, my bro. Bruce Gold's in the building. What's
Yeah,
up,
that.
Bruce Gold's? What's up with
But
you?
me and Jeff's got a segment coming on the show that you're gonna really enjoy, by the way, Bruce. So stay tuned to the channel. Fury got an extreme chin. I don't think so. I just think he's got very good powers of recovery, an amazing heart, and amazing survival skills. That's different to a chin. He gets dropped but not hurt. Nah, he gets hurt. He got knocked out clean. Are you guys looking forward to Baby Miller's return, and what do you think we should expect?
I want to answer.
Um, Personally, certain fighters who've been on the juice, they are on the juice, but there's not a reliance for it. You're gonna see an extreme difference with Gerald Miller because he relied on juice. Because he was a dude who punched 600 punches around or something crazy like that. I don't remember the punch stats. Obviously, it wasn't that, but he threw a lot of punches, and obviously that came from a high amount of steroids or whatever he was taking. You're not gonna see that, and you're gonna see a massive different style. You could already see he aesthetically doesn't look the same. So I'm intrigued because I want to see how much has his career been affected with him not being on drugs.
Let me add on to that. Um, I even told him on social media, Trap. I said the fact that he's with Kevin Cunningham is a start. Bottom line is, we want to make sure that not only the people that he's in the ring with is on a fair playing field, but that he's on a fair playing field as well, because those things damage your body long term. So not only are you in a position to hurt someone else, you're in a position to hurt yourself.
Facts.
And it's all about it's a brutal sport. So is absolutely imperative that everyone is on the same playing field.
And can I say something to double back on that? This guy has fought so long independence of juice that he probably doesn't know his body's limitations. So if he goes into that fight thinking that his body can do a certain amount and it can't, you're gonna see a massive reduction. So let me see, like if you see a dude try and throw 200-300 punches around, after the third round, you're gonna see that dude gassed. He's gonna keep trying, but his will is gonna be more than what his body can actually hold.
Yeah, and just to follow up on that as well, um Big Baby Miller, I am interested in his return because I want to see what kind of fighter is he going to become without the juice in his
But
system. And what I mean is how many punches is he actually throwing per round? Um, like what does he do strategy wise?
you know what? That's an interesting point, Jeff, because he never, even on the juice, he never had power. He never knocked dudes
Right,
out,
right.
and he doesn't have the fleet of foot to jab and move and box. So, what style is he going with? Is he gonna be a Derek Chisora style fighter where you can only fight for 4 or 5 rounds, and then after that you're basically hanging on?
Yeah, and then another reason why it's so interesting with Big Baby Miller is people think steroids is going to make you a knockout puncher. Like some juices is for endurance, is for recovery, is for stamina. There's a lot of different versions of the finest juices, and obviously his was stamina based. You know what I'm saying? Which creates volumes of punches, which means you're going to wear your guy down because you just got to do 300 something pounds throwing punches like a lightweight. Big shout out to Stay Ready with the super chat.
Respect for that. I respect you, bro.
He said,
Respect.
salute family. I got Beterbiev and 8. Um,
I see a lot of you guys see this fight going long.
yeah. Stay Ready got an interview with legendary boxer Reggie Johnson. I checked it out earlier. I'm actually looking forward to part 2 of it. Stay ready. You are more than welcome to drop the link for that in the chat. So the people that's on here, definitely go to Stay Ready's channel, go check that interview out. Plus subscribe to his channel. He got a lot of interviews with guys on there. Guys is on the come up, Texas guys. Like that's Stay Ready's one of the main channels to be keeping up with. You know what I mean? So big shout out to Stay Ready Boxing, man, for sure. Shane, I'm gonna send you the link too for the Reggie interview. So you can check that out when you got some free time. Conrad Boxing, same Stay Ready Boxing. Trap. Is Derek James a good strategy guy in regards to game plan and adjustment, or is Spence just that good?
Well, Stay Ready is one of the best people to ask, because he knows that camp real well. But answering that question, I don't think strategy is going to play a big part in this fight at all. But even in response to that, you can have a strategy, but it's about your fighter actually being obedient. He had a strategy when he sent Charlo out to fight Castano, but Castano wasn't obedient. So really and truly, it really doesn't mean anything. Can he strategize and formulate a plan to beat Beterbiev? Potentially. I just don't think he has the fighter to do it.
Yeah, bro, to answer your question, man, I think Derek James is really a good strategy guy. And what the reason Derek James is such a good strategy guy is because everything that he says goes back to the basics and the fundamentals of boxing. And I love trainers like that. He don't stray too deep in terms of what he's asking for. And the main thing is he asks for things out of his fighter that he know his fighter can do. Now, whether they actually do it is something completely different. Like Shane said, the Charlo and the Castano fight. But I do think he's a good strategy coach. But as far if you're asking that in regards to Marcus Browne and Beterbiev, the strategy ain't gonna matter. It's just not gonna matter because that's a physical thing that Marcus Browne has to deal with. Ain't no strategy gonna be able to deal with that. Ashley's Corner said, "Hey fellas, just showing love while I'm working." Ashley's Corner, I actually have to send you a care package via Cash App because you got a perfect prediction on Saturday. So congratulations to you. And
Run through
I
these
will be,
comments because I want to respond to Moses Johnson, by the
I
way.
got you. So I'll be sending that care package to you very soon. Ashley's Corner. I don't even know if you knew about it, but I'm a man of my word at the end of the day, and that's what I stand on. So big shout out to Ashley's Corner. Go subscribe to her channel if you're not already subscribed. The Liquor Spot. Trap Media asking in case Browne needs to adjust, but wondering how others see Derek's coaching ability. Respect, respect, respect. Um, Conrad Ashley. Conrad Ashley, Jamie Leroy, Big Baby was 300 pounds, man. Madness. Yeah, big boy, big boy. Michael Johnson, what's going on? What it do, bro? Big shout out to you, man. Moses Johnson, yo, I'm
Read
mad
that
at you
and
guys.
read this. Read this. So I read this already.
Hold on, let me read
Um,
it. Let me read because I haven't read it. I sent the email you asked for about the streaming network days ago with no response. Who is checking your incoming on your business email? So let
bro,
me,
I literally got that this morning. I can show you
well,
where you sent it this morning. And I don't know if you sent it this morning, but I know I
we
only got it
got
this
it.
morning.
We got it
And
this morning. We got
and
it
we
this morning.
responded to it today.
We responded today, and Moses Johnson, we had a whole conversation about your email off camera today.
And by the way, I feel like you might be confused with what our business email is. It's contact@g5jeftv.com, not another one. So that's the one. And I check both of them every day. So if you emailed us
Yeah,
on another one,
yeah. I don't
then
know. Yeah, I don't know
you
what
might
the
have done
disconnect.
the YouTube one, which is
Yeah,
different.
we literally seen your email this morning. I had a whole probably what good 45-minute conversation with Shane about it. So we did reach it back out to you in terms of setting up something for next week. So I don't want for you to be mad with us. But we literally just seen it this morning. But as soon as we seen it, we had a conversation about it and addressed it. Stay ready, said much love. You already know, bro. Bruce goes, Michael Johnson, stay ready, Ashley's Corner. Yeah, that's all family right there. Stay ready said, yes, Derek James is a strategy guy. Look how Earl fought Kell Brook. Look how he fought Lamont Peterson, and look the difference in all of those fights and with Mikey. I agree with that 100% because even though Spence stayed within himself, there was different things that he had to do in each fight to make the fight easier for himself. Bruce Gould says, "Stay ready." Great interview with Sweet Fam. Yeah, it was a really good interview. Really good interview. Stay ready. Then look at Charlo Harrison 2 versus Harrison 1. Good point.
No,
Um,
the point that I agree with you, stay ready, but this is where I don't disagree, but I want you to take into consideration. In fact, you might have already taken into consideration the fact that a lot of what Derek James was able to do was remove his opponent's strengths and put the play in his opponent in his fighter's corner. So he basically fought a fight that was suited specifically for his fighter against and making it hard for the opponent. You know, really coming up with a game plan that really took away the opponent's strengths. There's nothing Marcus Browne can do that will take away Beterbiev's strengths other than run. And even if he runs, eventually he's going to get caught because Beterbiev's fought much better movers than Browne. And Browne has got ridiculously bad punch resistance. So that is a bad combination to have against someone as good as Beterbiev or as powerful as Beterbiev.
Ashley's Corner said, "Yep, I did. Thanks. No problem. Thanks, Bruce Schools. Come back for part 2. When is part 2 coming out, bro?" Um, Moses said, "Okay, cool." Ashley's Corner. Uh, yo, take over. Hold on a second. I'll take this call real quick.
Cool. I'm excited. Thank you, Sharp. Big Baby was 300 pounds. Who? Gerald Miller. Gerald Miller was 300 pounds. I love Bruce's dog. That's funny. Bruce, what it do, man? Just cleaning this curry shrimp tonight. That's funny.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't eat fish, so
Yeah, I love shrimp. That's one of my favorite foods, man. So he said next Wednesday. Stay ready. That's exactly what he does. And off of a fundamental base. But the reason Marcus Browne loses is because he can't change trainers before big fights. That's a fact. That's a fact. Said 300 on the nose. Really? Wow. What she talking about?
Talking about Gerald Miller. He was over 300
Oh, yeah.
pounds
He
that
was
Browne
over
fight.
300. He was more like 320, 315, 320.
Yeah.
Man, he was a big boy. Big boy for real. Um, yeah,
But but when
go
it
ahead,
comes
Shay.
to Beterbiev, I'm just like,
Yo,
this
take
dude
I'll
is
be
just
right back. I'll be right back.
this dude is just way too powerful. You know, he just got way too much power, way too much yeah, he just got way too much power. And he can land those shots at various weight classes. 1 second. Yeah, he just got way too much power and way too much strength. Like this guy can hit you at any range with any punch and knock you out. So it's not looking good for Marcus Browne. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like even when I saw this fight was announced, I was like, oh, how quick is Browne gonna get knocked out? I know there's a lot of people that actually think Browne's gonna win as well. But Turby have also got a very good chin. I mean, his chin is good. His chin is good. I just don't think that's gonna play a part in a fight like this. Ashley's big baby was on steads though. Yeah, he was on serious roids. But the funniest thing, Jamie, he looks bigger in this fight. I mean, in this camp than he looked before he was on steroids. So that's worrying. Canelo ducked him. Well, I don't say he ducked him, but I know what you mean. B has deceptive power. I wonder who he means by B. I'm assuming he means Browne. I mean, the fact that he didn't get Baddy Jack out of it there, and Baddy Jack had a big damn gaping hole in the middle of his head, and he wasn't able to get the stoppage. That was worrying. I'm going for Browne for the upset. He held his own with Baddy Jack. Bro, that fight was a close fight. You could maybe 3-1 or 2-2 before the cut happened. Once the cut like that happens, there's no way you can win that fight. And he still went the distance. He still fought like 8 rounds, 7 rounds with that big cut in the middle of his head. So I don't think you can read into that. What I would say, Miles Williams, is look at when Browne fought Kaladzik or when Browne fought Pascal. Those fights are way more alarming to me, especially the Kaladzik fight, who was never a puncher and he was able to drop Browne on his back. That was real alarming. He had his legs doing all sorts in that fight. You know, and he got a gift decision in that fight as well, Browne. There's no way he beats Beterbiev. Big Baby Miller about to fail a test again. Nah, he's not on the peds right now. If you look at him and follow him on Instagram, you'll be able to see that he's clearly not on any form of steroids. Damn, he was on peds. Yeah, he was on everything. I mean, Beterbiev, well, fair enough. Now, he don't have deceptive power. He just has freakish power. I missed the whole weigh-in. I want to see it now. What are you talking about, bro? I know he was going to call you bro. What weigh-in? Browne will go for 6 to 8 rounds, then get caught, and then try to survive. He won't survive. He's going to get knocked out in the first 5 rounds, in my opinion. I think once Beterbiev hits him with anything clean, it's over. I'm tripping. I was thinking the new big baby, not Miller. I'm tripping. Yeah, you're definitely tripping. I don't know what you're sipping or drinking or smoking, but I can definitely see it's in full effect right now because there's no way big baby, Jared Anderson could ever weigh that much. And Jared Anderson just fought last week. Haha, Jared, 300 pounds, please no. Nah, that dude is not even a big heavyweight. What's the other big baby name? Yeah, Jared Anderson, big baby Anderson. But yeah, so that fight should be one-sided. But most of you guys should go to the site, make your predictions for that fight. There's actually 2 fights on this week. which is Beterbiev versus Browne and Chisora versus Parker. So those are the two fights on the fantasy league this week. So obviously there's also Madrimov versus Sorrow. That's not on the fantasy league, but we'll be live for that tomorrow. Jeff, keep going.
Um, what's the other big baby name? Uh, Jared Anderson and Big Baby Miller. Let me see. Conrad said, "I see the baby face Kyle Naki make 300 pounds though. Um, he's done. That's that's vlogs guy. He's done. Said I got confused with the big baby, the big babies. That's funny. That is funny. I like Jared. He's a legit prospect, and that's the exact word, prospect. Like until we see him against a guy that's a 60-40 fight, 55-45 fight, he's in that prospect range. You know what I mean? He's in that prospect
Even
range for
when you're
sure.
in 50-50 fights, it's still you're still a prospect to a certain degree. Because look at someone like Dubois. He fought Joyce. He lost that fight, and he's still a prospect.
Yeah, but we got a better gauge of who he is, though.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah. Ashley's corner. Bruce goes, I would like to see Anderson step up. Takam would be a good test.
Definitely, that's a good name.
Yeah, I like that fight. I like that fight. Said I like Jared. Yeah, I like Jared too. Like definitely. Jamie Leroy said, I got Parker KO and Dell.
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
see
know.
Parker
I don't see
KO in
that.
anything. I don't see Parker KO in anything, man. Like you can't KO anybody with a hug, as far as
Fact.
I'm concerned. Like that man
He's gonna
just not
clinch his
throwing up.
way to a knockout.
Yeah, Moses Johnson, VP supposed to be on the coffee or Red Bull, bro.
Nah, bro. I don't take no Red Bull or coffee. I don't like the taste of neither. But
Yeah,
in terms of why, I'm assuming you're saying that because of my ability to watch these fights or stay up and watch these fights. I'm assuming.
he's 5 hours ahead too. He's in the UK too, Moses. So you got to factor that in. Ashley's corner, Shane. I thought Jared, because Miller hasn't fought in forever. I didn't know y'all was talking about him. My bad.
No, it's
Nah, it's
cool.
cool.
Not unless you follow him on Instagram, you would actually think that he's not coming back
Yeah, you wouldn't
because
know.
he the only way you will know that uh is if you see his Instagram because he posts like road to comeback and stuff like that, and you see him on the pads and stuff. But no promoter wants to work with him, so I want to know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, and the thing is um, like you see it on Kevin Cunningham's channel too, like on his social media that he's working with Big Baby Miller, and it's just at the end of the day, a promoter is gonna have to give him a shot, and with the promoter, a promoter giving him a shot, plus there's already enough risk when it comes down to COVID and things like that. It's difficult all the way around. So, um, him being in the gym and working and things like that, that's one thing. But who's gonna give him the shot? That's the most important thing because at the time of the AJ fight, he actually got a bag from Jay Prince, and he still owed Eddie money. And then that happened, so now Top Rank had a problem with him. So it's just he's burnt a lot of bridges. That's my thing. He's burned a lot of bridges. So I don't know where he goes. Like he's gonna have to really he might have to fight 2 or 3 fights for free just to, you know what I mean, just to get in somebody's good graces. Because we seen this like when Gamboa back in the day said he was gonna fight Brandon Rios and ended up not fighting Brandon Rios. He was blackballed for a long time. Moses laughing and said, teasing, we got you, bro. Michael Johnson said Park can KO someone, but he can't go past 1500 RPMs. He keeps letting people off the hook. Um, Parker, Parker is Yeah, Parker annoys me, man. Like he annoys me. Like he has the skill. He just don't let his hands go, man, and that pisses me off, man. Ashley's corner. No G5F TV. Shane said I was smoking or drinking. I'm at work. You
I
said Ashley.
respect it.
Yeah. Conrad, betting on anything but Parker decision is madness. Yeah, I don't see Parker. I just don't see it. He gonna have to show me. That's just about as clear as I can put it. He gonna have to show me, at the end of the
Is
day,
there a
man.
chance that Chisora can win by decision?
I thought he had a shot in the last fight. I thought he had a shot in the last fight, man. Like I actually thought, did I have him winning that fight?
I had him winning,
I
but
think I had him winning by a point.
I just think Parker's gonna run way more in this fight.
Yeah, I just there's a chance Chisora can win by decision, but Chisora gas tank is halfway right now, and the fight hasn't even started yet. Like right now. Jamie Leroy Del Boy is the only boxer I know that can lose 10 times in a row and still have a massive following. Nah, some guys is like that, man. Like you take like a Arturo Gotti
So
back in the
Gatti.
day. It didn't matter who he lost to. And we had Ivan Robinson on the channel. And he said when he beat Arturo Gotti, the HBO was calling him like crazy for the rematch, like calling him nonstop for the rematch. So
I
um
I got a fight to mention in a second, but keep going.
all right. Conrad boxing. You can't win by decision if you gas out at round 6. I actually thought Chisora won that fight against Parker. Gassed out, no.
But he gassed that in round 6. The only thing in his favor was he got a knockdown in the first round.
That's the
So if
only
you
reason
win
I
the
had him
first
winning the
six,
fight. I
if
had
you
him
win
winning
the
by that
first
point.
six, you win the first 6 and you get a knockdown, you win the fight if you stay on your feet.
That's a fact.
Well, I would say
Actually,
though, I was gonna say to you, bro, who did you um Tim Zoo versus Madrimov?
ah, ah, damn.
That's for
Damn.
everybody in the chat. Tim Zoo versus Madrimov.
That's a good fight. I'm going Madrimov, yo.
Woo!
I'm going Madrimov.
Bro, I'm torn because I spoke about fights, like prospect fights I want to see. I told you about Brandon Lee versus Montana Love.
I think Lee beats Love.
Whoa!
I think Brandon Lee beats Montana Love.
Oh wow!
And I would put bread on that. That's how confident I am.
Fair enough.
I will put change on that.
Why do you think that?
Because Brandon Lee not only can box, his power different at 140.
Mm-hmm.
His power different at 140. And he
But
has enough.
Montana's clean.
Yeah, he's clean, but that's I haven't seen Montana take that shot. I think Lee stops him.
Whoa!
Um Ashley's corner said, word. I got Lee over Love too. See? I like Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee. Like Love is clean. Listen, Montana Love is a very clean fighter. There's very few guys that I wouldn't feel comfortable with Montana Love facing. Brandon Lee's one of those guys. Because he can turn his electricity off and he can box. And he throws body shots as well. So he's not gonna just walk up in there like just doing whatever he wants. I think Lee knows more. His IQ is pretty high as well, man. You're right, Jeff. Brandon Lee stops him. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think
So
Brandon Lee
so
stops Montana
what do
Love.
you guys think? Why do you think Madrimov beats Tim Zoo? You're
Um,
not as confident with this one as you was with the last one, but
no,
go
I'm
on.
not. I'm not at all. The thing is, it's not even anything technical. I think with Madrimov, I think that'll be Tim Zoo's biggest opponent and vice versa. I just think Madrimov, I think he has I'm envisioning him having the ability to adjust in fight more so than a Tim Zoo, because Tim Zoo hasn't been in the position of where he has to adjust in
That's a fact.
fight. And I've seen Madrimov actually adjust in fight.
And
So
the thing with Madrimov is, it's a case of this dude is just so skilled. Whereas Tim Zoo, he's kind of been, I don't want to say he's been matched wisely, but I just look at Madrimov and I'm thinking, this guy could potentially beat everyone at 154. I actually think Madrimov can beat Charlo. And I'm being dead serious.
yeah.
I rate him that highly. Like, I think Madrimov can beat Charlo.
Yeah, I don't know if he beats Charlo, but that'd be if Charlo fought Madrimov the same way he fought Castano, he's losing. Um, that's a fact. Hold on. Moses, I can't wait till you guys can stream videos we can all watch together. The channel is about to be fire. Yeah, man. Listen, it's gonna be we gonna find out, man. It's we definitely gonna rap about that for sure. But I actually think that's a really good fight. Both of those fights, Tim Tszyu, Madrimov, and then Brandon Lee and Montana Love. And I think Brandon Lee, Montana Love is actually not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched at all.
What about Pergovic Yoka?
Yoka.
Why?
I think Yoka's very good at winning rounds. He's very good at winning rounds, and you can tell that he's been with Virgil Hunter for a very long time because he got a lot of Andre Ward tendencies inside the ring in terms of physically, what he physically does. If you look at his stance, his posture, what he does at certain points in the fight, like he looks like Ward. Like he looks like Ward. I think I would pick Yoka because I think he would avoid the money shot and he would just box for 12 rounds and get a decision.
I'm just trying to go through the weight classes and think of upcoming fighters and just match them together. Like Ortiz and like, who do you think wins, Stanionis or Virgil?
Stanionis or Virgil? Man, that's a good fight.
I got a harder one for you.
Let me get through this one first. Stanionis and Virgil. I'm gonna go Virgil only because I don't know what Stanionis is going to do when he get hit, and we haven't seen that yet.
Or Virgil?
Man, that's tough. I'm gonna go Beterbiev.
Let's see. What other weight class is there? 130. Who's an upcoming fighter at 130?
I don't even know. Off the top of the dome? I don't know. 130. That's I know it ain't 130, but Gary Russell versus Shakur.
What do you say?
Gary Russell versus Shakur, even though I know they both not 130.
Shakur.
Yeah, I like
Chris
Shakur.
Colbert versus Shakur.
Shakur's very slightly. I'm very high on Colbert. I actually think the only reason I will pick Shakur is because I just think Colbert may not get enough credit for the work he does in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But he would give Shakur hella problems. Miles Williams, Yoka, more of a rounded boxer than Hrgovic. Jamie Leroy, Joe Joyce versus Hrgovic. Who you got? I like Joyce in that fight. Actually, you know what? There's very few guys at heavyweight that I don't think Joyce can beat. Might be only maybe four guys that I think can actually beat Joe Joyce. I'm very high on Joe Joyce.
Wilder versus Joe Joyce.
Whew. I gotta be careful because I got Ashley in here. That's a good question. I'm gonna go Wilder because it's no way he's gonna avoid that right hand because Joe Joyce don't move. He don't move. I'm gonna go with Wilder on that one. Sometimes you can't overanalyze something. That's one of them fights you can't overanalyze. It's like, is he gonna avoid the right hand? Yes or no? The answer is no. I'm going with Wilder. I read Joyce versus Pulev next. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. I like Joyce, of course, because Pulev too messy. Or was I tripping? LOL. You might have been tripping. I don't know.
I know Roka's fighting Bacoli. That's a good fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight. Ashley's Corner said I would love to see Gary versus Shakur. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight. And I don't know. I don't understand. Well, of course I understand because Gary just be out the ring. Ashley said I like Cobra's skills as well. Cobra's nice with it, man. He's nice with it. I hope Browne wins. USA. That shit.
You can hope Browne wins. You can hope. I even want you to bet it. I want you to predict it in the fantasy league. Yeah. I want everybody to predict it because I know what I'm predicting.
Say what you want. Nah, I like Wilder in that fight. I like Wilder in that fight. Michael Johnson, Wilder versus Joe Joyce. Yeah, I like Wilder in that fight, man. I really do. Brennan, I hope. Oh, I read that one. But Miles said, but Joyce got a granite chin.
Conrad answers that very, very quick.
Hey, Miles, here's the thing, though. Miles, the thing is, he has a granite chin, but it's just, even with granite, you keep chipping away at it with one of the hardest shots in history. Like,
that's Conrad said, granite cracks when handled with a hammer, pressure hammer.
That's a fact. I'm not like that. No, I know you're not like that. Yeah, Conrad, that's 100% facts. I want to see why. So let me go back to this one. Let's be clear. Dubois hurt Joe Joyce a couple of times. Just imagine what Wilder going to do. That's really what it come down to it. Go ahead.
Jesse Hart versus Anthony Yard.
Oh man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I'm gonna say Jesse for this one reason. I think Jesse on his A game is arguably beat better, outperformed guys competition wise better than Anthony Yard. So I think that's a 50-50. If I had to bet some money, I would say probably Jesse.
I would say this. Yard is going to get his opportunity in that fight. When he gets it, he's going to have to take it because if he don't, he's going to lose. It's going to be... He got his opportunity against Kovalev. He didn't take it and he lost. He might not lose by stoppage against Hart, but he will lose on points if he doesn't take his opportunity. But he will get his opportunity in that fight to stop him. He just has to make sure he takes it.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. That's a real good point. Ashley's Corner, Gary said after this Mando, he moving up.
Isn't that convenient? Now Ray Vargas is his manager.
Yeah, I want to see Ashley. I want to see him fight Ray Vargas. I want to see him fight Ray Vargas because it's not like he's a big 126. Like, he's not a big 126. I'd be honest, Gary Russell probably can make 122. Be honest. I want to see him fight his Mando and then fight Ray Vargas like right after, like within the next 4 to 6 months. Get 2 fights in for 2022. And then if he want to go up to 130, he can go up to 130. But I would love to see him fight Shakur at 130. Gary Russell doesn't have a lot of time.
No.
Bullshitting around because he's wasted a lot of the last 4 years of his career bullshitting.
And not only that, but there's killers coming through. You know, young killers coming through. You can't really play with these dudes.
Yeah. Like, and a lot of dudes that I would have said back in the day is no way Gary Russell loses to. I can't say the same thing now, just off inactivity alone.
Like Navarrete, for example.
Navarrete would, I think he beats Russell. I think he beats Russell. Russell had to show me something for me to believe he gonna beat a Navarrete. To be honest with you, because that pressure and then his punch variety is
Nasty.
crazy, bro, crazy. Conrad, I'm not picking against Wilder against someone with zero defense.
That's
Yeah,
funny. You
yeah.
can't though, can you?
No, you can't. Moses said that's hilarious and so true. No need to overanalyze Wilder fights. Is can they avoid the right hand or not? Yeah, that's a fact. That's the one thing I learned, bro. Like sometimes you know the lab coat. You know, I put the lab coat on. I don't actually have to put film on. You know what I mean? Um, Michael Johnson, Joe Joyce won't even beat Eric Molina. Now you are bugging, bro. You, hey Michael, stop that, man. Stop, stop that,
Uh,
man. Stop that. Jamie Leroy, Dillian versus Joyce. It's a good fight.
Dylan White.
I would say Dillian White. That's a real good fight, though. Winner of Ortiz versus Charles, the fight Joyce. I wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't want to see that. The
Why?
winner of Ortiz versus Charles should fight Hellenius.
I don't mind that fight either. I don't
Or
mind either one of them
Sanchez.
fights. Or Sanchez. I wouldn't mind any of them fights.
Who wins, Sanchez or Hergovich?
Ooh. This is another one where it's just kind of just simple. Can Herkovich catch Sanchez?
But he can win boxing as well, though. Hergovich can actually box. Like he
Yeah,
he can box.
beating Sanchez in a boxing match though. He's not beating Sanchez in a boxing match. That don't even that doesn't best suit him.
No, I know that, but he doesn't have to rely on a single to win a fight. He got a real
No,
good
I'm not saying he gotta rely on a single, but it's not best for him to go in there trying to box. That's like AJ trying to box with Usyk. That's just not smart. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say Sanchez because I just don't think Herkovich is gonna catch him. I just don't think he's gonna catch him with the money shot. And eventually, Frank Sanchez is one of the best at heavyweight and winning rounds, and I will give him that.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think he's one of the best at winning rounds.
How many rounds you seen him lose?
How many good fighters have I seen him fight?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
One of the
the reason
one of the best fighters at winning rounds, in my opinion, in the division, is Fury. He's good at winning rounds. He's good at winning rounds without throwing punches.
Yeah, but see, that's the difference, though. Those are two separate questions. He's very good at winning rounds with putting out the least amount of work. But I think Sean Porter's really good at that.
No, but Sean Paul's got good punch output.
Yeah, but he smothers a lot of his work.
All of it, most of the time.
Yeah. So, yeah, Sanchez is one of them guys. The reason I put him in that category is because a lot of guys don't want to fight him because they know they're going to lose rounds. They know for a fact he's going to. No. Actually, Spence knocks him out.
Does Virgil beat Ugas?
Yes.
Does Boots beat? I can't really compare Boots to anyone right now.
Okay. Conrad said that'll be a good fight, Ashley. Miles said Dubois will probably end up fighting Trevor Bryan after Brian Shaw.
Yeah, I heard the but that fight ain't gonna happen. Trevor Bryan versus Charles isn't gonna happen.
Miles, anything with Don King name on it, you just don't know if it's gonna happen or not, bro.
Bro, it was supposed to be. Was it Fraser Quendo versus Let's Go champ Shannon Briggs? Then it was Fraser Quendo versus Mano Char. Then it was Mano Char versus Trevor Bryant. Then it was Trevor Bryant versus Bermain Stavern. Like literally, this fight has been cancelled so many times. I'm at the point where I don't think it's. I think Don King pissed off the universe so much that he's not allowed to make a fight anymore.
Yeah, I was like Don King, man. Like, my God, like falling off the face of the earth.
Or
Um,
he's just not paying these dudes, and these dudes are
no, he's
refusing
not
to
paying them. He's not. The thing is, it's two things. Number one, he's not paying them, and number two, he's bidding an amount that he can't secure he can't secure the amount. That's why a lot of his fights don't fall through. Jamie Leroy, I hope Wilder don't retire. It's interesting having him in the heavyweight division. Yeah,
fight.
I don't think he's gonna retire. I don't think he's gonna retire.
He just has to recharacterize himself. Just
Yeah, he just
model himself
little
different.
rebranding a little bit.
Rebranding. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Conrad, we need to see more of Herkovich against good guys first.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Brennan said Browne 8th TKO.
I don't know what you're smoking, but next
Are
time I
you
see
saying Browne is
yeah,
going
he said he
by
wants
8th
Brown
round
to win.
TKO?
He wants Brown to win, so yeah.
Hey man, if you believe it, bet it. He a plus 820 on FanDuel, if you believe it. You know what I'm saying? If you believe it. Ashley's Corner,
I don't know why you're plugging FanDuel.
Hmm?
I don't know why you're plugging FanDuel, because FanDuel don't plug us. FanDuel, you're plugging. You guys need to hit us up with a sponsor.
Hey, I'm just telling the highest odds for my man to make money. It ain't got nothing to do with FanDuel. That's just
I
the
know I'm
highest
joking.
odds I've seen.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I know. But FanDuel, we do need that sponsorship though. We dead serious about that. Ashley's Corner, I just want my man Luis Ortiz to get more fights.
That dude's old enough to be your dad. Maybe even old enough to be your grandfather.
Yeah, he's old enough to be my dad, and I'm old. So
Bro, he might be old enough to be He may like he's too young to be your big brother.
Yeah, facts. But the thing is though about Luis Ortiz is I think now he's probably gonna start getting some fights because they didn't seen him against Wilder, lost twice. Depending on how he looks against Charles Martin, a lot
He's
of
gonna lose that fight, bro.
Huh?
He's gonna lose that fight, bro.
Yeah, and Shane think he's gonna lose that fight. So I think he's gonna get more. He's gonna get more fights right now.
He's too old, man. You can't beat Father Time. Father Time's undefeated. The only person that beat Father Time is Floyd, and he that's even got an asterisk next to it because his hair. He lost his hair so fast that it didn't matter that he lost his O, and then he got a hair transplant and had to go bald again because he got what hair transplant was that Floyd had, bro? That looked so nappy.
Hey man, I don't know, man. It's just you get to that point, man. I thought he was cool with the body though. I thought he was cool with the body, like you know what I'm saying. Miles, I agree. Jamie, I agree. Jamie Wilder, interesting and ain't out the ring. It's one of the most polarizing. He may be the most polarizing figure in the sport. Just hands down. Conrad Boxing Sanchez is actually on the Ortiz Martin card.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the fact that card is on pay-per-view just irritates me. Second Ezra, what's going on, family? Second Ezra, what's going on?
How much pay-per-views is that gonna do?
You want me to joke around or you want me to be serious?
Serious.
I'd be surprised if it do 40,000.
Bro, I'll be surprised if it does 10,000.
It'll do 10.
Bro, you're forgetting that Tank only done 60. You're forgetting Tank only done 60.
I understand.
So how the hell is Charles Martin gonna do 40?
I said I'd be surprised if they do 40.
I'll be surprised if they do 10.
I think they'll do 10.
Unless they buy it themselves. Just get a bunch of people to buy it.
That's why I said they'll do 10. Shamey said, is AJ finished if he loses against Usyk, especially if he gets stopped?
Boy, he signed a lifetime deal with Eddie Hearn, so he ain't finished. he's just gonna get milked.
Yeah, he just his time at the top would be he would have to rebrand himself like Wilder has to rebrand himself in a sense. Michael Johnson, Charles versus Bryant might happen by way of court. That's the thing, Michael, is everything that Don King touches has to go to court. That's the problem. Everything has to go to court. He said also Fred said Briggs didn't want to do the piss test. Now, Michael, I can speak on that. That's a off-camera conversation I can have with you if you want to have it. Um, we follow each other on Twitter. I can actually send you a DM in regards to that. But I will say this on camera. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. And I'll leave it there. But I'll send you more details a little later. Brennan said, will we see a Fury versus Usyk? I believe so.
Yeah,
John
definitely, definitely,
Manziel. John, what's going on? This is the betting man himself.
definitely. This dude
Browne.
is the number,
Hey,
bro. When
hey,
we get
John, hold on, Shane. John, can you do us a huge favor? Can you email us at contact@g5jeftv.com and can we exchange contact information? Because we got some things brewing and
your opinion,
we want your opinion and we want you to be a part of it. John Manziel, can you email us at contact@g5jeftv.com and give us either your email, numbers, something. We want to reach out to you. We got something cooking behind the scenes. We want to kind of get your take on it. All right. Browne has a shot here. You know I'm taking the plus 550. Now
bro. Isn't it
again,
plus 800?
listen, John Manziel. I'm not saying. Listen, the first letter starts with an F. The last letter is a L. That sports book, because I can't put them out there. Because Shane said until we get sponsorship, I can't say the name. So the first letter of the sports book is a F. The last letter is a L. Their odds on Marcus Browne is plus 820 the last time I checked. So wherever you got that 550 from, go research what the hell I just said. Plus 820, bro. If you're betting it, those are a lot better odds. 5-1 is 8-1 is a lot better than 5-1. John, I got Charles Martin over Ortiz. I got Parker over Chisora by KO. Why is everybody saying Parker gonna get the KO? But possibly Chisora by KO. Someone getting KO'd in Chisora versus Parker. I don't see it.
I
I don't
don't
see
see
it
it neither.
happening.
I
Yeah.
see that fight being as boring as ever. I'm
Conrad
just
said,
upset that Boatsy and Vlasov ain't on this undercard.
big shout out to Vlasov too, man. Got people ducking the fight. Shout out to him. Conrad said, I'll buy the Martin pay-per-view.
Nigo, if you buy that pay-per-view, you need to do some super chats. Anyone who buys that pay-per-view, I'm demanding super chats.
Listen, I will, if I was to buy that pay-per-view, I would probably charge you $5 just to be on the live stream. And
Literally.
we don't even ask for money. We don't ask for
Literally.
money. We don't have no ticket. We don't have no ticker
We
down the
give out
bottom.
money here.
We give out money. Yeah, we give out money. It is decent heavyweight action. I'm not
for
denying
$40.
$40 is that nah.
Bro, let me tell you why that's crazy. You're spending $40 when Usyk versus AJ was £25, which is equivalent to $35. That is crazy. If you do that, you're crazy.
I'm not, and I'm a hardcore boxing fan. I'm not paying the 40.
If you don't pay, I'm just expecting super chats that day because that means you guys are willing to throw away your money. So at least throw it in our pockets.
Yeah, and the thing is, let me ask you this, bro. If it's $20, do you buy it?
Are you mad?
I'm asking, brother.
Bro, let me tell the fights I've seen for $20. I've seen Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell. I've seen
You know what, bro? I gotta put this in UK terms because you're exactly correct. If this card was $5, would you buy it?
It's $5. Knowing
Five,
that I have a perfectly good working stream.
five.
$5.
Hey Shane, you answered the question. The fact that you even got your light bulbs up and you thinking about it says enough.
No,
I don't
I
even want you to
probably might
answer.
buy it at $5. I
It,
probably might buy it at
hold on,
$5.
and the reason I'm asking Shane this is because Shane is in the UK, so they pay-per-view amounts is a lot different than the US.
Bro, you're
Um,
forgetting the zone in the UK. Do you know how much fights I can watch for $20 for the zone? And I
yeah,
can, bro, that is ridiculous. That's like 4 good months of the zone
yeah,
for, for the
yeah.
same price of Charles Martin versus Ortiz. And Ortiz is older than dust.
Brennan said Ortiz will win ninth round TKO. Hey man, if
Nah,
you
bro, I
like it,
don't see
bet
that.
it. If you like it, bet it. Got Rice versus got Rice versus Coffee. I listen, the first fight was such a mismatch. I'm not even entertained by that fight. I'm
Nah,
expecting Rice to go in and do what he did the first time. I'll be disappointed if he didn't. Conrad Washington, yeah, I see. I don't want to see Washington on my TV screen.
me neither.
I don't want to see Washington on my TV screen, man. And that's no disrespect.
At
Um,
least, at least put like if there was some good fights on the undercard, I would understand. But nah, man.
said Victor Faust. I listen, hey Conrad, listen. Um, I know you. I don't know if you got some. I don't know if you got some promotional money on this card, man. But it's just not. If it was a regular TV card for free, I'm all for it. I'm watching.
Definitely.
All for it. Michael Johnson, Fred said it. Oh, Fred said it on Kano Loco. Yeah, Fred did an interview with Kano Loco. If he did, I gotta go check that out. Brennan said he buying the pay-per-view too. Okay. All right. I might have to buy it and charge super chats. It won't be $40 here. It's more like 20
Bro, that is still a hell of a lot of money, bro. You're in
on
Germany as well. You gotta stay up and buy it. Oh my god. You gotta stay up and buy it.
yeah, on
You're
Fight
on crack.
TV. On Fight
You are on
TV.
crack.
Miles Williams, I think Tank beats Haney and Cambosis and by knockout. Could
I
happen.
can see that.
I can see it happening. Brennan, I will buy it. Bro. Listen, hey, Brennan, listen. If you buy that pay-per-view, man, shoot us a good $20 in the super chat.
Literally, bro.
For
Since you
real.
guys are throwing away your
For
money.
real.
I mean, it's,
Miles
it's a
Williams.
good fight. It's just not worth
It's
$40.
just not worth the pay-per-view. Yeah. Miles Williams, I actually want to see if Martin can earn another shot at AJ. I don't want to see Martin got to put a string of maybe like 3 quality fights together for me to even consider him with a Joe Joyce type. It's gonna take him a lot for me to see him in some top 5 action.
Facts.
Um, Conrad, you got no idea how much money I burned on crap this month alone. I believe
Well,
you.
I'll say this to you, bro, and I'll say this to you for free. Um, you burnt a lot of money, but you're on the top of the fantasy league that you're gonna get $500 if you win the league. That is. So if you win the league, I expect a hella load of super chats. Even though we don't ask for super chats, I'm only saying that because you guys are actually showing that you guys must be rich or just like to throw money away. The fact that you guys are willing to buy this pay-per-view. I mean, you guys watch us religiously, and I will never charge you $40 or even $20 to watch this. So
bro.
the fact that you're willing to pay $20 for Charles Martin,
Bro, I
bro,
like listen. We're probably the only channel on YouTube that's probably paid out more money than super chats that we've received.
by
Actually,
far as
to be
well.
honest with you, I paid out more money Saturday.
Yeah,
I've paid out more money Saturday than actual super chats that we got this whole year. That's a fact. Like no getting around it. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking the YouTube channels that, promote their Cash App and all that other stuff. That's cool. Like if that's what y'all want to do, that's cool. But we don't run no ticket joint down the bottom, won't ask no money, nothing like that. So I'm like, if you're gonna spend $40 on that, man, throw your boys a little something. Hold on. Conrad is pro boxing. Those guys fight for money.
Yeah,
Understood.
but there's quality
Understood, bro.
control for your money, bro. If
Yeah,
I tell you that um Lucas Browne is gonna fight Alan Babbage, are you gonna pay for that? They're pro boxers. You might as well pay. But
I'm gonna give
it's
you a
just
better
quality
example.
control.
I'm gonna give you a better example, Conrad. That's like, a restaurant. A restaurant has to pay bills and got to pay their employees and all of that. But if you serving me trash food, I'm not gonna give you my patronage because it's the product that you're giving out. So yes, they do fight for money. Yes, that's the case. But the thing is, whether you buy or you don't buy, they're still getting paid. So
Exactly.
it's really your whether you want to pay for the product that they're offering. Like they're already paid. They get
And
their salaries is already guaranteed.
and what you also have to understand is the value that they're putting on it. So the fact that it's $40, that's the value that they're putting on a fight that's not worth it. So that's like going to McDonald's and then charging you $50 for a Big Mac. It's just
Yeah,
not that value. It's just
yeah,
overpriced.
yeah.
It's a good fight. It's a good
It's
fight,
I
but it's
like
just
the
overpriced.
card, but it's just a free card. It should be a free card. It's
I
just
mean
that's a Showtime card.
that
That's a
fight
Showtime
card
card.
is worth $40. Wilder vs Fury was worth $85. That card isn't half as good as Wilder vs Fury.
Yeah. That's just so it's really just quality at the end of the day. And even I'll even do it on the flip side, Conrad. There's been months I paid for the zone and I'm like,
They give you nothing.
I haven't watched one thing on the zone all month, but I still paid the 15. You know what I mean? Actually, I'm one of the original members. I think I'm only paying 10. But Conrad, that is why I pay them if I watch it. I listen, I used to think like that. I used to think like that, Conrad, and let me tell you why. Um, I'm gonna tell you why I changed my opinion on that because I used to be like, yo, these fighters, I pay for the cars, this, that, and the third. Now, mind you, some of them I do. I paid $10 for a Philly card because I knew a bunch of the people that was on it. So I just wanted to show my support. So there are certain, aspects, where I will actually pay for something, even if I feel like it's not a
Look
great
at this guy so
volume.
damn
I
late.
don't I don't even think I told him when we were starting. I think that was my fault. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Man, mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good with y'all, man? I'm
Hey,
man
you
late,
sound
bad internet service over here, bro, and I ain't see
Yo,
you.
it's 1 hour 30 minutes into the stream.
Oh shit, man, y'all be on here for a minute anyway, so shit, the
I'm
hell.
just telling you, just running on some bad clock.
Yeah,
yeah.
bro, I did not even see that message until now, bro. I swear to God. So I mean, my
Uh,
bad.
nah, you good. Conrad boxing. I lost $50 when Lucas Brown got KO'd first round by that rugby player. Don't mention that name. I'm not gonna mention the name. I'm not
Blunt.
gonna mention it at all.
How do you see this Brown fight going? Brown versus Beterbiev.
I'm giving Marcus a boxer shot. I think if he's smart, bro. Dude, start slow, so you got to get yours in, get out of danger, be extra picky towards the later rounds, try to single shot him and get out of there. You know what I mean? You don't want to let this dude tee off. You know what I mean? Because to me, he's not like a blind punch hitter. Like he's gonna catch you with one of those combination bombs and get you out of there. He's not one of them dudes that's gonna catch you with a shot you won't see. Beterbiev. Plus he squares up a lot. So if you one to him and sidestep, backstep, can give yourself a boxer's chance, but I don't know, where the judges is leaning and what, you know what I mean? It's just, I kind of give him a shot, bro, because you got to nix what we saw with Pascal. You really can't pay attention to that, even though it was bad. But, I mean, we know what that dude was happening with him, man.
What
So,
about I get what you're saying, but this is the thing I said to Jeff, and Jeff had to, obviously, Jeff was saying the same thing. You can't, I get the Pascal point, but I've seen this guy hurt by other dudes and put down by other dudes, not just Pascal. So it's just worrying when you got a dude who's been hurt numerous times, been dropped a few times, and then he's gonna go in there with a known puncher. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't see this guy going past 6 or 5 rounds. I just don't see it.
I agree with that based on the fan's perspective. If you look at it from a casual basis, dude is 100%. Ain't no current champ at that pace. You know what I mean? So, matter of fact, I don't think no champion right now is 16-0 with a knockout rate like that. So it's just this madness right there. But his level, B minus type guys he fighting. So that could be something easily accomplishable if you're a banger the way he is. So you know what I'm saying?
Rosic wasn't
Again,
a B level fighter though.
who?
Rosic.
Based on what boxing standards are you really looking at?
The
Overall,
dude
world
knocked out
class,
Adonis Stevenson, bro.
wear and tear too, bro. Wear and tear. We
You
know
could
this.
argue at that time, Rosic was the best in the division when Beterbiev fought.
Man, I can't argue with you about that. I wasn't that keen to that international scene and these sort of guys the way I am now, from just a year within the game, heavy the way I've been. Definitely improving about that international scene. So I can't argue with you on that. I'm gonna give you the edge of knowledge and say
No,
you're probably
it's not even about edge or nothing, bro. I'm just giving you my opinion. I don't disagree
yeah.
with you. I'm just giving you my
Yeah,
opinion.
that's why I said my key word and with my breakdown for the fight is smart. Like you still trying to win a fight, but you also not
What you
trying to leave
picking on
on
the
the
side?
track.
What you
Huh?
picking on the side? That's a better
Of course,
question. What you...
of course, I picked intelligently, bro. So, but we doing this for the back and
Yeah, I
forth.
know, I know, I know, I know, I
You know
know,
what I
I
mean?
know.
And you just got to be smart about it because we know anything can happen in a boxing ring. A guy with power can come not on the giddy up that night. He just ain't out to kill that night. And you know what I mean? He can't. Mike Tyson has went the distance with some guys. You could tie up. You can do certain things to get through and stay ahead of a power puncher. But it's like I said, it's got to be smart. Conditioning wise, he looked good. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. Conditioning, he looked good physically. He looked good, body wise through the face to face and things like that. You know, we all seen clips on IG. Yeah, he looking like he right. He mentally right. Don't look like he in there wobbling in his boots already. I mean, but yeah, 100%
But
knockout ratio is a motherfucker to go in there with.
Nah, that's a
I'm just
fact.
saying.
That's for you, Shane. Go ahead.
Shane, Alexander Usyk versus Nonito Donaire, pound for pound, Donaire has accomplished more. Personally, I disagree because whilst I rate Donaire, I don't think there's much people on this planet that rates Donaire as much as I do. Donaire has lost numerous times before, and Donaire hasn't wiped out a division before. So, as much as I respect him, he hasn't accomplished more. But you guys can respond if you want.
You can
I
go and
just
respond to
gotta.
that vlog.
I think he's Hall of Fame. It's basically at worst Filipino Hall of Fame of boxing for sure. He's their second highest rated boxer currently outside of Pac, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think he's definitely accomplished. But the losses, they stack up. But at the same time, just like with a guy like Porter, and you can even look at a guy like Comey. Some of them losses are you got to be respected in those losses though, even in KO losses type of thing. I
Facts.
mean, but he lost against the new star, and people are saying he ain't the star because he ain't doing numbers. But I think he is possible future star of boxing, and Ione, however you want to
And he
pronounce it.
went tooth and nail with Inui as well. He was a close
That's what I
fight.
said. The body shot was not, it was nasty, but people are forgetting he actually went the distance,
And
and
he
it
hurt
was
him.
not. Yeah,
Hurt
And
it
he
was
hurt him.
not. It wasn't a wipeout. That body shot just gave him the edge later in the fight. You know what I mean? And that stands out even with the fans and everybody judging, maybe, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely started leaning
But
Ione's way.
then but then look at what Donair's done since. The dude's come back.
Since then,
He's
that to
knocked
me,
2 dudes
now
out. It's crazy.
now you asked me earlier a couple questions in DM and shit. You know, we go back and forth from
I
time
was
to
gonna
time.
ask you to answer them questions,
I
by the
got
way.
him in that category of fighter of the year based on the way you come back from such a loss. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
me
Like,
and Jeff have put him in that category, bro. Me and Jeff have put
yeah.
him in that
So
category.
yeah, I'm right there. You know, great minds think alike. From time to time, we link up over here. For the
But yeah,
people in the chat, I think I just be arguing.
finish those questions because Jeff's done it already. We're trying to do something for the channel, so just finish those questions.
Man, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I was busy as a mug after work, and I didn't get a chance to dive in. But give your boy a minute. I'm gonna get at you. I'll be ready to double back down during the live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you doing work tomorrow, so I'm gonna definitely get in and out with you. Try to my best. I gotta work tomorrow myself. Let me let these planes go by.
All right, cool.
Let me hold on before you get to that comment. I actually want to read a comment that I seen on IG. This is kind of some of the things that you see on IG. This is the person is Facts Over Feelings 2.0. They said the following: Arthur Beterbiev misses weight. Let's see if the media crucifies him like they did Tank. So it's not unprofessional when the unified champ misses weight. Those are the type of comments that I see, and I'm just like, who gave this person a platform
I don't know
to
what
talk?
drug that person's on.
I like
Firstly, I know Jeff's gonna say the same thing, but I have to steal it because it's just me. The dude weighed 175.2, literally point 0.2 of a pound. The difference of you weighing 0.2 of a pound is so minuscule. You could be in your room and weigh on weight, and then go to your weight and go to the scales and weigh overweight. And plus, Beterbiev's never lost his belt on the scales, bro. Gavante
uh,
Davis lost his belt on the scales.
and to cap that off before I move on, because I just found that so fascinating. Javante Tank Davis has had 3 to 4 different situations where he's had issues with weight at the weigh-in. So we're not picking on Tank Davis. Like, you've shown a certain level of unprofessionalism when it comes down to making weight. And it shows in the amount of times that you've had issues during weigh-ins. So
How can you move up weight class and still miss weight?
he
This
went up a
nigga,
weight class and missed weight. Like, come on, like that's what I'm saying. Like, people just pick and choose their spots. That was just something I just had to speak on real quick. TMF CMOS, big shout out to you. Do you
hit the like
think?
button, hit the subscribe button.
And I know who this is too. He's in the group chat. But do you think Browne's loss to Pascal should be changed to a no contest since Pascal was tested positive for PEDS?
He wasn't tested positive. And I respect what you're saying, bro. I respect what you're saying, and I agree it should. In theory, it should. But it won't happen because we've seen numerous occasions where dudes tested positive after the fact and the fight hasn't been reversed. For example, Tyson Fury versus Christian Hammer. That fight is still a legit fight. It's not turned into a no contest, even though he tested positive for a drug directly after the fight. You know, we've seen it
And
numerous times. And if you
TMF,
think about it, Badu Jack fought Browne, if I'm correct. Did Badu Jack not fight Pascal after Pascal fought Browne? If I'm correct.
yeah, he fought after.
So that fight would have to get changed as well.
And another another reason why a lot of fights don't get changed is because betting. Because if someone lost a bet on that fight and it go back to and gets changed to a no contest, they're gonna want their money back. So it's very, very difficult to for that to happen. And as you can see, my man BoxingFirst Vlog agrees 101,000%. And that's just the main reason out of anything. Brennan said I buy
Let
it for
me
boxing.
equate it to this. Let me equate it to this. You know, I'm a street nigga, been a street nigga, double OG when it come to that. That's like you grabbing a sack, a bag, whatever you might be getting on the soil, going to do your thing, doubling back and trying to get your money back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not going to happen. So when it comes to wagering, that'll never happen. So Jeff is right on the money when he says that. You know what I'm saying? So just to balance it out for those in the chat that know what it is.
Yeah.
But who is that dude picking? What's his name? TMF CMOS. Who is he picking to win that fight?
I don't know. TMF, go ahead and answer that, bro.
Can anyone give me a legit reason why they're picking Browne? That's all I want to know.
Brennan Smith, I buy it for boxing, and I like Ortiz. Listen, if you can factor in your own reasons for why you want to buy it, that's cool. Conrad Boxing, and it is a close fight, Brennan.
Definitely.
I slightly edge Martin probably.
Me as
I
well.
like the fight. I like the fight. I do. I like the card. I just think it's a Showtime free card. That's all. Will Stokes in the building, bro. I literally fluctuate 6 pounds in a day just with food and water.
Will Stokes will remember this, bro. Eubank was, I think, 4 pounds or 3 pounds overweight in a fight. He literally came off the scales and shadow boxed and went back on the scales and made weight.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact, man. Will says Beterbiev late stop. A lot of people saying late stoppage, yo.
Well, I don't see that. I just see this guy getting pulverized. I see this guy getting pulverized.
A lot of late stoppages.
Bro, one other thing I'm just saying, you got to think smart. Beterbiev footwork can be outdone. So if you can keep yourself at the proper distance, that'll help you with the dangerous shots that he is.
I get what you're saying, but he's fought dudes with better footwork than Browne.
But we don't know if Browne has worked on that part of his game. If they've really dug into some tapes and found some things. Nobody's perfect. He's perfect now, but there's a point where he can be imperfect. Is this that point?
I agree. Someone can beat him. I just don't think that dude is Browne. I don't think anyone's invincible.
That's where my argument don't change with you. It's just trying to just give it a nuance of maybe, bro. Because when you betting, bro, I'm telling you, the favorites could be looking good. 21-point favorite. Man, you look at the game, it's 62-60. You like, what the? You know what I'm saying? So you know, look what Kiko did, bro. And I ain't saying knockout, but I'm saying a dude could probably box good enough to stay in it. So when they say
Sandor Martin versus Mikey.
See, I called that one. So yeah, I mean, throw my shoulder out, pat myself on the back, but I did call. I mean, y'all can check the channel. I did call.
Why did you call that, by the way?
Because the slickness. When you get those European dudes and you're not prepared for their slickness, it could catch you off guard, man. I found another little gem from over there too. He fighting out of Florida, another Uzbekistanian too. Southpaw.
I thought you don't like the European tours, bro.
Yeah, but if you nice with it, you know what I'm saying? Like I was giving Kid Galahad, he was nice with it. Now the chin, I'm very surprised he was butter soft with the chin, but table butter soft, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out, waiting for the dinner to warm up type shit. You know? God damn, homie, I did not expect that. I mean, you cost me mad points on the season and everything, but I didn't expect it, bro. Just saying, man.
Yo, hold on. Before I get to the next comment, I actually have a serious question I need to ask you guys.
Go ahead.
Richardson, Hitchens, Malik Hawkins, is that league worthy?
Is that where?
Is it league worthy?
Who's he fighting? Hitchens versus who?
Malik Hawkins.
Nah. Because if Madrimov ain't on the league, then why would that be on the league?
Why is Madrimov not on there?
I just thought it was too hardcore for people. That's why.
Bro, we hardcore, bro.
And because Madrimov's tomorrow, right?
Madrimov tomorrow.
Okay,
Madrimov
so
versus.
all right, so it's too late to put Madrimov on.
It,
So
it,
if I personally,
But we spoke
I
about that. We spoke
so
about this, Jeff. We
no,
spoke about the Madrimov fight.
we
brought it up
did,
like a week ago.
yeah, we did. But there's probably more people that know Richardson Hitchens because of the Floyd Connect. And Malik Hawkins actually. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Each of us can pick one fight to put on the league. We can each pick one fight, one wild card fight. We can even name it Boxing First Vlogs wild card fight for the league. I can
You
get a
know
wild
what? Yeah,
card
that
fight for the
might be a
league.
good concept to bring in for next season for the fans as well who watch us.
Yeah. So I think because I know Vlog,
I
you
support
did
your call
mention
though.
one.
Right off the top, looking at because L Dub, he sent me the breakdown earlier, and I was able to chime in on it, pay attention to it. I actually like that. I think that is a 50-50 fight. I'm not a fan of old boy because he still ain't personally apologized to me for coming at me sideways in the
Yeah,
chat.
I
Here
yeah.
Who's
with
that?
them big
Who's that?
boys,
Who's
you
that?
know what I
Malik
mean? Like,
Hawkins.
don't
Malik Hawkins.
you understand what I'm talking about? Don't even take it there with me. But I'm just saying though, he still ain't apologized, but I respect him as a boxer. In this fight, I do give him 50-50. He did not win, and he was not winning that fight with Darwin Price. And I'm still stand on that, Malik. I'm standing on that. Losing that
Yo,
fight.
he was losing that fight. Yo, I really we might have to have a board meeting on this. We might have a board meeting on this. But I
It's
think
2-1 so far. Come on now.
that's a solid fight. That's a solid
I
fight,
think it
man.
is a 50-50 fight because I
I
respect
It's a
think
50-50 fight.
Madrimov and Toro was a good fight, but I just thought maybe it's a bit too hardcore.
I think the
And
name
we're
I
going
think the
live for that
names
fight as well.
yeah I think the names
it's
might have
not
been a
big
little
enough.
too hardcore. Yeah, I think the names. It wasn't the fact that it wasn't a competitive fight. It was just I ain't want too many people just like
Actually,
they
Jeff,
just putting a guess out.
Jeff, if you actually look at it, bro, it's a fight that if you know anything about this game the way we do, old boy can't win it without knocking him out. I mean, God, when you talking about going deep in the backyard of somebody, bro, Uzbekistan, bro,
Yeah.
he ain't. Man, if he win, they better have a jet ready in the parking lot, man. Them boys might win out over there, bro.
Bro, oh my gosh, this is one of the first fights that Uzbekistan had, and Matchroom brought the fight to Uzbekistan. If Soro
Bro,
wins, they would have to
bro.
fly that nigga out in a rocket, bro.
Man,
That
I
place
told
will
you,
turn
bro, they
into
gonna have a
Palestine, bro.
G5 in the parking lot, souped up. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, bro, because
They
we
had
got
to
a chance, bro. Like I said, if y'all tapped in with me, man, I've been doing some good work on the channel lately. That back step counter punch that he has, and he combinates with it. Man, we better be careful out there with that lazy jab,
remember
bro.
them remember the joints they used to have on the Jetsons and shit they was flying around in. They had to get one of them joints
Man,
if he pull off an upset there, man. That's a
man,
Let's
fact.
on
run
some
through
Star
some of these
Trek
comments.
shit.
Let's
That's
run
a
through
Why
some of
Scotty
these
beat
comments.
me up? I
right,
just knocked
right.
boots off this dude.
Will Stokes, Ortiz should smoke Martin unless he's washed himself overnight.
Ortiz by KO.
Hmm. Um,
Nah, I'm saying
Burt,
Martin, bro. But
that's definitely gonna be on the league. That's definitely gonna
oh,
be on
that's
the
a
league.
fact.
Yeah. Burt Wood, Beterbiev 36, Browne 31.
I thought Beterbiev
Age.
was 37, but go ahead.
Yeah. Will Stokes vlogs, one liners are undefeated. Yeah, they're definitely undefeated, man.
Man,
Sure.
town business, man. You know, we got mouthpiece, you dig?
Yeah. TMF CMOS. I didn't catch that. Y'all asked what I think about which fight.
Beterbiev versus Browne.
Beterbiev versus Browne. Browne will win. I can see it. 8th round
How?
TKO.
How?
Brennan,
Explain
you had
yourself.
to explain that to us. Will Stokes, Madrimov Soro was a sick
It's
fight.
an amazing
Yeah.
fight.
You know what, yo? I'm having
Well, man, tap into the breakdown. Tell me what you think in
we
the comment.
listen, I
Listen,
gotta one thing about kind of running a show, like you gotta kind of take losses on the chin as you go. Um that should have went up on the league, and that's on me. At the end of the
We're
day, I
going
gotta
live to
take.
the fight as well. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
I gotta take full responsibility for
It's
that. That
eliminated.
should have went up. Yeah, that should have went
Eliminated.
up on the league. But we got to make that up with another fight. We got to put another fight on there that's not
But the
equal,
funniest
but
thing is, I didn't know people would actually want the fight. If you guys were asking for this fight earlier in the week, we'd have just
yeah,
changed it.
we'd have just changed it. Yeah, nobody.
We
We
went
ain't hear
live
nothing until
twice this
yesterday.
week. You guys are telling us now. You guys
Yeah,
could have told us early in the week when you made your picks, and both Conrad and Will have made their picks already. So why the hell
yeah.
did you ask early in the week?
But despite all of that, I got to take full responsibility for that being head of the ship. I got to take full responsibility for that. I
Well,
should have just
that's
made
why
an executive call.
Jeff as CEO and the guru slip in the Hitchens and the boy Hawkins fight.
You know what, Shane,
that
slip in Hitchens versus Hawkins, and we'll let
look, to add
Vlog.
to my reasoning, it'll let some of the cast that's been, kind of lagging on they breakdowns and the way they give
Are
them
you
a
going
chance
live
to
for that
catch
fight?
up before the end of the year. You know what I mean? They've been rocking with us, you know what I mean? And
Should
the site's been growing, so big respect to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Big
should
respect to the guru
Are
for
you going
coming up.
live for that fight?
Which one?
Hitchens.
Nah, probably not that one. Probably the main card just for a little
because
bit. You know what I
that's
mean? Got
the
some stuff going
actually
on.
that's on the same night as that might do some numbers too because that's on the same night
Look, you know what?
as Morrell, ain't it?
Yeah, look,
Stephen
that's what I
Morrell.
don't like about it, bro. They breaking it up. They gonna have it, some of it on FS1. They gonna have some of it on regular Fox. I
Yeah.
kind of don't like when they do that with their cards. I think that's just not a
To
good
be
look.
honest with you, yo, I'm mad. People may not agree with this, but I'm mad that they burnt the bridge with HBO because a lot of these fights that's going on FS1 and things like that, I'd have loved to see them on a HBO boxing after dark type card. The FS1 just don't have that same vibe, like that
Yeah.
feel. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? CMOS, if it's the Beterbiev Browne fight, I still look at Browne as undefeated since Jack tested positive. I'll
No,
pick.
it's Pascal.
It
You
was
tested for.
Pascal. Yeah, I'll pick Beterbiev, but I'm going to enjoy the fight as a fan. I
Yeah,
can
you could
respect that.
say that, but you could also say that Kaladzic beat Browne, and Browne got a gift decision in that fight.
Yeah, you can say that as well. Will Stokes, bro, if you're gonna put Zoo Inui on there, how could you not put Madrimov Soro on there?
Bro,
I
there's no logical explanation.
Hey,
Will,
the fans giving it to us.
Will the
But
type of
these
dude.
guys are talking so
Yo,
much.
Shane, Will the type of dude. He see you on the ground on the sidewalk, he'll like kick the shit out you and run.
Yeah.
Like Will, one of them type dudes, man. Will, I have taken full responsibility as the CEO of the
Bro,
company. I've
you know
taken
who this
full
guy is?
responsibility for it.
You know
I'm
when
sorry,
Friday,
man.
you know
I'm
when
sorry.
Debo got hit with a brick. He's that
That's Will.
nigga.
Will the type hit you in the back of the head with a brick. Like, yeah, I apologize, Will. That's on me, man. I take full responsibility for it. Conrad Boxing got to agree with Will on this. Conrad,
You're the flag. Get up, Craig.
yeah, get up. Come on, Craig. Get up, Craig. Come on, Craig. Respect Conrad to my fellow top 2 league members. Yeah.
Bro, you guys need to chill on that, bro.
Oh
It's
man,
so
that is
early, bro.
hilarious.
Literally 2 months in.
Yeah,
You got 3
Will
months, like
Stokes.
4 months left.
Yeah, I'm coming for you, Conrad. Conrad is on top of the league, I think. Brennan, when we will see Otto come back. The thing is funny. He actually did an interview with someone recently, and I don't think it got the pub that it should have got. But they actually did it like in a live setting. But I'm actually go back and check and see if he gave any kind of tidbits on that. So Brendan, I can get back to you on that. Conrad, will the dark horse
Can I
will
chime
the
in on
dark
that
horse of the
one real
league?
quick?
Go ahead.
Right now, they back to the little clamp down. So maybe with a guy like that, it's hard to move around out there in Europe a little bit. You know what I mean? So that could be a reason too. If visa issues for possible opponents and things like that. So that could be another reason.
Fair enough. Will Conrad said, will the dark horse in the league? I'm letting y'all have your fun at the top right now. trust me. The shark will make his appearance in the deep water at some point during the league. I just want to let y'all know that. Will Stokes, he said, haha, you know it, bro. They really enjoying it. Like they
Quick,
really
quick,
enjoying it.
quick
Go ahead,
question.
Flo.
I don't know if y'all thought about this or if anybody ever brought it up. Is it a way we could double back and look and see what our picks is and change them? Is y'all making that an option?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, say maybe Monday you feeling the upset. Come Wednesday, Thursday, you like, you might
Oh
want
no,
to be
no,
able to.
just hit us up. If you hit us up in time, we'll make the switch. Like we'll make the switch.
No, but
If
I
you hit us
mean
up in time.
in the site though. Is you think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
future
No,
option?
No,
once
you
you
got
make
it.
so once you make a pick, it will register both picks. But once you post the league, it's like per email address, we'll get one pick. We'll just select what pick that person wants.
Yeah, yeah. So
I
yeah,
got
we can handle that. Yeah, that's not a problem. John Manziel, what time is Madrimov Soro tomorrow on the zone? That is
The card starts at 7 p.m. my time or 6 p.m. my time, something like that.
so it's 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. How do I get into your league? That is very simple, my brother. Hold on, let me type it in for you. Hold on.
You don't even have to do this, by the way. You could just go to Google and type in G5 Jeff TV and click the link. The first thing that pops up is the league.
I don't want no excuses, so I'm gonna put it in the chat. I don't want to be like, yo, I forgot, blah blah blah.
Hey, John, take that shit to work, man, and tell your folks to get in because it's totally free, man.
Absolutely,
You did,
absolutely. Tell
And
all your betting
Johnson,
friends too.
contact
man.
us, bro. Contact us.
Yes, John
Hey,
John.
bro, my girl in it. She right there
Yeah,
with us,
And
neck
she's
and neck. So I'm
and
just
she's
saying.
smoking this dude as well. She's
yeah.
giving
She
this
smoke.
guy a blunt.
She's definitely
But
wearing
she's
the
getting
Dockers in
her
the house.
game from the best in the business on the OG side of it. You feel me?
Oh
So
man,
I'm
I
just
nah,
saying.
but John, go to G5FTV.com, click on take your pick, and pick the fights for this weekend. That'll get you registered in the league, man. Don't mind the points. If you get perfect predictions, that'll shoot you right to the top. You know what I'm saying? It's $550 for the winner of the league. You get a championship belt, and it's free to join, bro. It's free to join. Bertwood,
Contact us, by the way, bro. Contact.
yes, contact at g5jeftv.com. Give us your contact information. We need to holler at you about something. Burt Wood, G5. I heard people was trying to say Fury versus Wilder trilogy rated just as good as Ali Frazier trilogy, please. Y'all want to take a shot at that?
I'm not gonna talk about it because I wasn't alive during that time, so I didn't get to feel the essence of surprise and the element of surprise. Like that whole when Eddie Futch pulled Joe Frazier out just at the time when Muhammad Ali was gonna not get off the stool. That is an element of surprise that you can't rewatch on YouTube. You have to be there, live in the flesh. Just like at the same time, Wilder gets knocked down, and in the next round he knocks Fury down twice. You have to be in the flesh. And because I was in the flesh for only one, I can't talk on both experiences, unfortunately.
Can I say something
Vlog,
real quick?
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This ain't even about that particular trilogy. This about my city. I remember that outside a little bit and not even that much for Bernard, but that was the last time the city really was behind the champ, behind they fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a youngin when the homie was doing work in the ring. Like I was still a little peewee, you know what I mean? Knee high to a toadstool, you dig? So check it out though. He was doing work in the city though, you feel me? And now I really felt it. So when he had them losses and you know what I'm saying, he had the hospitalization and things like that after them fights, you know, the city was feeling it though, you know what I'm saying? So that's my memory of that, not the fight in itself. Because again, I'm still, you know what I mean, trying to learn how to bob and weave myself. So I wasn't really tuned in as a little 6-year-old, feel me? But anyway, though, that's just my particular memory.
Um, yeah, Bert, it's some things I just don't like to compare. Like I don't even want to compare Fury and Wilder versus Ali Frazier, just the trilogies. Like I get it. We're just in a day and age where we just compare everything to everything. I just think some things just deserve its own space. Like Ali Frazier is historical. Like we don't know if they're going to be talking about Fury Wilder in the next 20 years.
What I will say though is I'm very thankful for Wilder vs. Fury trilogy because of someone like me and someone like Will Stokes who grew up in an era where everybody only talks about history and we didn't get to live those experiences. It's a bit frustrating because when you have to like watch things back and you didn't actually live through it, it's people tend to patronize you. So it's quite fulfilling when you get to be there, living in the flesh, seeing a fight like that, and it be special to you. You know, like
Yeah.
if you're 15, 20, watching, like my dad all grew up watching Ali and Fraser and Foreman and stuff, but
Mhm.
and Lennox Lewis and all that. So the
Right.
ecstasy that he experienced watching those fights, the excitement that he uses when he's speaking, describing those fights, I will never have that level of ecstasy and excitement about any other fight. That fight itself gave me an opportunity to express some form of excitement because I lived through it. You know, I didn't
Yeah.
live through Fraser or Foreman or
Real,
Arnie or
real,
none of those.
real quick, young buck. We try not to use the word ecstasy and boxing in the same sentence.
Fair enough. Even though ecstasy is an actual descriptive word to explain excitement, but fair enough.
Bro, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
And
I keep my
Vlog might
dictionary with me. You dig? But I'm just saying, bro.
Vlog might have made a couple dollars off the other version of it. We don't know. um, yeah, no, Shane. I'm actually glad you said that because that goes back to the response I had for Bert. Like I think it like some things don't need to be compared. They just need to be in their own individual spaces. So for someone like Will or Shane, like Fury Wilder is their Ali Frazier because
But
they were actually able to experience it. Vlog, you know, Ali Frazier, even though he was, like he may not have been there, but it was close enough to where he can actually go back and experience that. Same thing with myself. So you that's the reason why I don't like to compare it because there's a lot of younger people in the game that look at these fights and that's their version of an older fight or an older
and
trilogy.
and does it mean that because we weren't alive those times that our don't count anymore? You see my point?
Yeah, it's
Because that
yeah,
gets used over a lot of us. Because we wasn't alive there, our opinions don't count, and it's annoying because I'm like, at least a fight like this gives us a chance to say we was there. You see my point? I
yeah.
was
I
there watching that fight.
it's a Burt Wood is kind of like music, man. Like I grew up in the era Jay-Z, Nas. I was raised off of Locks mixtapes and things like that. So I can't get mad if a young kid comes to me and be like, "Yo, like J. Cole's the best in the game," or give me another young buck that's the best in the game. I'm like, that might J. Cole might be his Jay-Z. Or you know what I'm saying? Like another rapper might be his Nas or something like that. Every era has their own hierarchy. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe
But
when we're 50, we're gonna be talking about Fury versus Wilder, like how you guys talk about Fraser and Ali.
possibly,
And the kids
possibly.
will be like, hell no, this fight is the best, or that. You
Right.
see the point? So
Right. Every era has its own identity. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, but you still gotta go back to the older eras to kind of understand the importance. So Shane may not have known the importance of a situation like that unless he experienced the Fury Wilder 3. You know what I'm saying? So but Bert, that was a
And
good question
if
though.
you want to talk numbers, though, historically, Frazier was a major underdog. So for him to even be in a
In
trilogy
that
with
fight,
Ali,
he was an underdog in that fight.
in every one of the trilogies, he was an underdog, bro.
Yeah.
Because
Even the second one.
Ali is the greatest, bro. He was an underdog in every trilogy, bro.
But Ali lost the first fight, so I'm surprised how he was the underdog in the second fight.
Because he wasn't supposed to lose the first fight. It wasn't supposed to be a second fight because he was supposed to pummel Frazier. That's why I say it was just crazy that he was even in the trilogy and did as well as he did against somebody we all recognize to be the greatest of all time. I'm just saying, like that underdog role, it can come through, man. Shout out Kiko, man. God bless him. Whoever put the bag on Kiko, because you got to look up for that underdog, man. Man, Browne, boy, who somebody called Browne earlier, man. Yo, man, put a little coin on it, boy.
Just
Man,
more upset that he didn't put money on Alicia Baumgardner that night because that was she
I
was
think
5-1.
I think that might have been the biggest.
Miss of the
But you
year.
know
I
what?
missed that. No, I had
But
it.
the thing is, I just didn't see it. I just did not see it. Like I went on the site, I just didn't see it. I was on with Shane like almost the whole day, and I did not see it, man. And that's the one I can't even say I seen it and I just didn't bet it. Shane knew I was already up a nice little coin anyway. I put the bank up at least 200. At least 200.
Hey, I don't know who in the chat, but let me ask them this though: how do they like to do their boxing wagering? Are y'all single fight bettors? Do y'all bet the props of the fight? Like how people like to bet boxing?
I mean, there's some people that only like to bet. They don't like to bet like winners. They just like to bet over and unders.
Over under rounds, group round betting,
Yeah.
parlays.
You're on mute, bro. You're on mute. Black, you're
You're
on mute.
on mute.
But
That's what I was saying. Just like prop styles, like your prop style. You know? So like, how do people like to bet? Me, I'm a money line dude. You know how boxing is, man. So you best off try to pick your winner and your loser and keep it solid like that. But you know, I'm trying to diversify my game, and you know, as the channel expands, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is, Jeff. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely. Absolutely. Respect is earned. Big shout out to you. He said definitely can upset. Any man can make an upset. That's true. Underdog the bet. Um, I mean, there's definitely more money in it. Like, but is it gonna happen? Burt Wood, remember they fought 15 rounds? Yeah, man. That was the days. I'll single bet underdogs for fun. It's no loss in it. That's like you put $5. If you put $5 on Marcus Browne on the money line, if the miracle happens, then you up crazy. But if you lose, you only lost $5. So you know what I mean?
as you said,
That's
bro,
a good point by Conrad. So salute to Conrad on looking at it from that angle, though.
who would have bet on Kiko beating Kid? Who would have bet on that?
I would say a professional gambler, somebody that sometimes backdoor some of their picks. You might lay.
You know, hey, can I tell y'all a quick little betting joint? This kind of it don't have nothing to do with boxing though, but it just goes to show how hurtful things can be when it comes down to when you do the parlay thing. So someone had a 12 leg. Now vlogger appreciate this. They had a 12 leg parlay in the NFL, right? Monday night comes. The only thing they need is for the Cardinals to beat the Rams by 2. You want to know what the $20 is going to get him?
What?
$110,000. Now, for my entrepreneurs out there, my business people, my numbers people, in a situation like that, would you let it ride? Now, mind you, the Cardinals lost. Mind you, the Cardinals lost. Will you let it ride and just hope that the Cardinals win? Or do you do everything humanly possible to find a way for you to get 50,000 just to bet on the Rams?
Nah, I'll let it ride up.
I'm sorry. I'm guaranteeing myself a $50,000 bag. I'm
How?
guaranteeing myself. So think about it. So
How?
you spend $20, right? On a 12 leg joint. So if let's say you get $50,000, right? And you bet on the Rams, right? If the Cardinals win, you're gonna win $110,000, but you just lost a $50,000 bet. So you're still up $50,000. If you let it ride on the Cardinals and just lose, you just lost $110,000.
Oh, then I'm gonna do the first one.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you back in your bet.
Bro,
Especially when you on it, you back in your bet.
I remember
Like,
when Sky was doing this thing. So Conrad might know about it. Sky was doing this thing for football where you had to predict the correct scores for 6 games. Bro, I picked every game correctly other than one where I picked it would be 2-1 and it was 3-2. If you won, you get 250 grand. You don't have to put down a pound. You don't have to put down anything. You just have to pick everything correctly. And I got one wrong. I predicted it would be 2-1 and it was 3-2.
yeah,
I would have won 250 grand.
bro, the reason I told that story is because of this. Um, in Delaware Park, in outside of Philly, before the betting was allowed in the casinos and things like that, we used to always go out Del Park, make our bets or whatever. So they had like these parlay cards where guys used to just bet every single NFL game, This dude bet, and the winner get 100,000. The winner get 100,000 off of the card, off of a $15 bet. It's a parlay. Dude won every single bet. The Monday night game, I think it was like Dallas and the Giants. He had the Giants, and we was literally in there on a Sunday night. We like, yo, are you gonna get $50,000 from somebody to go get, like, you know what I'm saying? Like to go double the back end your bet. He was like, nah, I'm just gonna let it ride out. I think the Giants gonna win the game. The Cowboys blew the Giants out by like 30. Like, and he lost
But
out
where would you get
$100,000.
50,000 from?
Oh man, who cares? Call somebody for real. Like, I listen. If
Nico, this is 50,000. This ain't
50,
$50. This is
listen,
50,000.
listen. I will find somebody. I will find somebody. Trust me. I will find
Bro, who
somebody,
on
bro.
earth is bro? Can you
I
imagine that phone call? Yo, Danny used to do me a big favor. Can you loan me
yo,
50,000?
hey yo,
Bro,
the thing,
50,000.
bro. You know the thing that's funny. If you show somebody a ticket, right? So if you show, I'm talking about um if you got any type of connection. Let's say you know somebody that got money, right? They got that type of bread, and you tell them, like, you know what, yo, I need 50K, but you guaranteed to make 10 grand in 24 hours. And you literally show them the ticket. If you knew somebody that had bread like that, they're gonna do it. If they can make 10 grand in 24 hours.
Bro, if you knew someone that was willing to do that, you shouldn't even
I
be betting. You
listen,
shouldn't even be betting. That should be your business partner or something, bro. Because
go ahead,
Dang,
go ahead.
dang, but you don't understand. Professional gamblers do the numbers. They don't bet off of, oh, I think such and such. You show them an option like that, a professional gambler going to jump on that because regardless, he's going to get his 50 racks back.
And another thing, yo, this is another thing. I have two family members that's like millionaires. Like millionaires.
fair
Like,
enough.
if I called them with that scenario and I'm like, yo, I need 50K, but you gonna make $10,000 by tomorrow. They not gonna give me the 50K because they fuck with me and I'm family. They gonna give it to me because they know they about to make $10,000 in 24 hours. But that literally was on ESPN. It was on ESPN, and the dude was waiting for the Cardinals to win. And then the thing that makes it even more hurtful, yo, is all of the Rams' good players went out on COVID. So they was running practice squad guys and still lost. This betting game ain't for the faint of heart. I tell you that much.
Trust me. Bro,
Yeah, that's a
I put $200 on Spence to beat Mikey on points. Yeah, bro,
yeah.
it was crazy. because I'm thinking, I'm praying this dude don't knock this dude out. Like every round goes by, I'm like, please just let this dude
What
survive.
was the odds on that? What was the
I'll tell
odds
you
on
in a
that?
second. And you know
Okay.
how Mikey was like, yeah. Every round he was raising his hand. I'm like, I was doing the same thing. I was like, yeah, keep going. 'Cause I'm thinking you're getting beat, but I just hope he don't get stopped. And there was a round where Mikey looked like he was gonna go down. I'm like, please don't go down. And everyone just went light on him. I'm like, yeah. Could you
Yo,
imagine, yeah, bro? Could you imagine if someone put money on Lomachenko to stop Richard Colby, and Lomachenko's going to the corner, stop the fight, and these ain't stopping the fight, and the fight goes the distance, and you
yo,
will be pissed.
Shane, was that your most? What was your most painful loss?
What do you mean in terms of loss? I didn't lose
The
that.
one, no, the one you were talking about when you could have won 250,000. Is that your
Oh,
most
bro,
painful one?
that will. My most painful one is Blaze.
Oh, Blaze, that's funny. Yeah,
Bro, with that 250,000, it wasn't that painful because I didn't put no money up.
that still makes it painful though.
The reason why, in my mind, I wasn't following it live. I watched it when it was over.
I yo, I vlog. You wanna get your most
Nigga,
painful loss?
nigga. It's some years ago. Me and my
Okay.
guy, my dude nicknamed Grown Folks, he's still out here in the PHX with me. It's we put a 12 team MLB parlay together.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, when I'm telling you we hitting all day. When I say we hitting all day, they just boom, boom, boom. We knocking them down. The two of us realized we went head to head on the game, but it was later. So in a way, we wasn't tripping because in our minds, the way that site was doing the NFL back in the day, it was called a progressive parlay. So you
Mm-hmm.
could hit like a 10 out of 12 and still
Yeah.
cash out, hit 11 out of 12. In our
Right.
minds, we was doing that. So when we bet against each other in a later baseball game, we weren't really tripping. We was like, yo, we still gonna cash out. And I ain't even gonna tell you the bet price and all that till a minute right now. So, but anyway, we come across this Cardinals game.
Mm-hmm.
They down, I think it was like 3-1 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy Jim Edmonds up at the plate, bottom of the ninth.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker smacks a grand slam home run. I'm at the crib soaking, pissed off, like, damn, you know what I mean? They not gonna give us this a 10 out of 12. I thought they was gonna give us like 11 out of 12. So I'm pissed off, like we ain't gonna get paid. The homie come banging on the apartment door, like, boom, boom, your boy just hit the grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. Bang, we cover the spread. We go back, start watching this Mets game. Nigga, we thinking we cashing out. Mets hit my dude ticket ended up winning a 10 out of 12. I mean 11 out of 12. My shit ended up hitting 11 out of 12. Even though I was almost a 12 out of 12 if I beat him. But he ended up picking the right team in that particular
How
game.
much
We
did it pay
clapped.
out?
The payout was $1 for $12,000.
Mm.
That's how high the odds was back then to hit a 12-team progressive parlay. And I mean, not even progressive, a regular parlay. It was $1 bet. Bro, when I tell you, we was at the crib spending the money before that shit came. My dude was like, I'm paying off these tickets. I'm about to go to the Cadillac joint. I'm telling you, dude, spending the money before, you know what I'm saying? We realized the rules of how we're doing baseball. Baseball, they don't do that shit. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Even though the people at the website, they threw us a little free bet, little money, because they was like, yo, that shit was phenomenal. Like, even they was like amazed, because, we call customer service, like, yo, what the fuck? Why our money ain't on the motherfucking site? Whoop-de-whoop. They was like, they had to double check. They was like, shit, damn.
Bro, run through these comments.
Shane, I got a story too, brother.
Negro, I thought you just said your story.
No, I ain't say my damn story. That was
All
Vlog
right,
that
cool.
said his story.
Before you say anything, everybody in the comments are gonna get to it, especially
We,
YSM, because
we
YSM be talking trash.
yeah, we'll
Whenever
get
I
the
see my name in the comments, I get
I
sensitive.
should have known something was going on. He talking about some damn your story. Get in the chat. Yo, I'm gonna make it quick though. So listen, I had a parlay, right? Um, I had a I'm not gonna say how much I put on it, but I was on a roll. So I had 18 parlay. I'm on the last game of the parlay, right? And just to show you how long ago this was, Pete Carroll was still with USC. Pete Carroll was still with USC, and they were facing UCLA, and they had a famous play where USC was supposed to just do kneel downs. They was just supposed to do kneel downs, and they would have ended the game, and I would have covered the spread. Pete Carroll had beef with the UCLA head coach. They fake a kneel down and throw a deep ball for like a 60-yard touchdown and fucks up my whole parlay. You on mute, Shane.
How much would you have won?
Bro, I would have hit for $57,000, bro.
Crazy.
Bro, listen, I've never told this story on camera, yo. I fucking cried, yo. Like literally, I fucking cried. Like I was gonna go into fucking rehab, yo. Like real shit, yo. Imagine you sitting there and you like, I got 57,000 about to come my way, and a motherfucker does a fake kneel down and throw a 60-yard bomb when the game is over. They were up by like 12. The spread was like 15. And I'm like, all right, they just gonna run the clock out. I'm counting and I'm looking and I'm like, oh my god, that was the biggest. Like, what did the ESPN call it? Bad beats. That was the worst bad beat of my life. That was bad. But let me get in the comments real quick. Hold on. Respect is earned. Know who's the best on the planet though. TBC. Yeah, you my Terrence Crawford guy. Said Mark is gonna spin it. Yeah, he gonna spin his head off. That's what's gonna happen. Burt Woods, Xander Zayas, how's his future look at welterweight? He fights at 154.
Yeah.
He fights at 154. He's probably gonna cap out at 60. Yeah, he probably gonna cap out at like 60, 68. That's a big
fighter, though.
Yeah, real good
I
fighter.
like him.
Yeah, respect is earned. If I see $1 for 100,000 eyes live, I spend. Hold on. I got off my joint. Hold on. Burt Wood, BoxingFirst Vlog, man, told me at the dog track bet on trainer, not dog. Oh, wow. Fair enough. Clarence McLean, what's going on, good brother? Respect is earned. Facts, so bet on Bo Mac and Bud because Bo Mac is the trainer and Bud is the dog. That's funny. YSM, you gonna lay me or what, Shane?
What does he mean by lay me?
I guess he wants some odds as far as Beterbiev and Browne. I know.
Well, I told him I'll put 200 up right now. In fact, I'll put 250 up right now.
So YSM, you're gonna have to come up with the terms, brother. Cause Shane ready. Will Stokes said, I'm back now. What's this thing with Shane missing out on 250 bags?
It's something called Super Six. Sky used to do for football every week. But obviously I got the result right. I just didn't get the actual like score right. I scored it 2-1, it ended up 3-2, and I missed out on 250 grand.
Yo, yeah, that's crazy. Respect is earned, LOL. John Hugh in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. Browne,
I was 15 when that happened as well, by the way. I was betting on my sister's account. This how early I've been into this betting thing, bro.
Yo, Shane ass have been 15 going to the window like, where my 250,000 at? They got locked up and shit. Would have got the bet voided.
Bro, you're forgetting, yeah? You're forgetting if I won, that money would have gone to my mother or something. They'll be like, I'm holding it for your college or something.
Yeah,
like,
they'd have made you.
I'd have never seen that money.
Bro, you'd have had to get a doctor and to get that money out of them, boy. John Hughes said Browne has picked the wrong champion. If he was fighting Joe Smith Jr., I wouldn't fancy him winning. He said I would have put out a hit on Pete Carroll. Bro, hold on. He said I need plus 600 odds. I'm getting on FanDuel. He's bugging. Yeah, you bugging.
My name ain't FanDuel, bro.
Bro, it's 820 on FanDuel, bro. Did they change the odds?
All right, cool. I'll do this. I'll do you one better, bro. I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. I don't even care about this, bro. If Browne wins, yeah, if Browne wins, I will give you every single point I have and will gain for the rest of the season in the fantasy league. So basically, you're gonna double your points, so you win $500. But if Beterbiev wins, you have to give me $100.
That's it. Hey,
So you're
that's
getting
fair.
$500. Because even if I
Um,
get within 10 points, all you need to do is get the rest. Basically,
yeah,
you're gonna double your points. I'll
yeah.
give you all my points that I gain in the fantasy, all the points on top of your points. So you basically win $500. I am that certain Beterbiev is gonna knock this dude into next week.
Uh, why some I would have put a hit out on Pete Carroll, bro. I wasn't no good for like 6 months, yo. That's if you ever anybody that knows me knows anything that Seattle Seahawks, I'm betting against it. It's
I,
just
I,
off
I,
principle.
I've cried from a bit as well. I remember, yeah, it was
I
the World,
cried, yo. Literally.
Cup, and I done a sweepstake, and I picked Netherlands to beat Spain in the World Cup, and I must have been 10 or 12 or something, and I bet £5, like $5. Bro, I was crying when I lost, even though it was
Yo,
only £5. I still
yo,
cried.
I literally cried, yo. Like I wasn't balling like no somebody died or something, but I definitely had to.
You're like Jose Vargas's dad, brother.
No, hell no, I wasn't like that, man. He was oh man, hell no. I was like this. I was like, damn, man, damn. I was like that. Hold on. Respect is earned, LOL. Go get him. He said Shane Duel. That's funny.
Nigo, you're
Uh
crazy.
respect is earned. Don't you hate when you know you bet and you just know it's gonna blow the spread and life saving it. Yeah, I bet 2 weeks ago and I had 4 straight bad beats, bro. I had 4 straight bad beats. Like when did Chicago face Green Bay? That was the last time I bet. That was this past weekend. I had 4 straight bad beats, man. Like it's crazy. Burtwood, Alabama, Michigan, Georgia, Cincinnati, final winner,
In
NCAA.
fact, everybody in the comments after this comment, go in the comment section or go in the group chat and just tell us your worst bets and like your worst
Yeah,
payout.
like your worst bad beat.
Yeah.
Conrad, I remember
Yeah,
when. Go ahead, bro.
I just had one. I
What?
picked Salamov, and I picked
Oh, you're a
Hank
dumbass.
Lundy. I
You
picked
was
Hank Lundy and Salamov. But
you was
look, I put them on the same card, so
you was a
Negro, you're
that's
on crack.
you was a dumbass for that one. Like,
bro, look, when you bet in parlays the way I do in boxing, you gotta put like
You betting
G5,
for other
three,
parlays.
400 on a parlay. I'm more a unit, half a unit type of dude. So you get
I
to, you might have to slip an underdog on there to try to
vlog
get the money
Hey,
right.
hey,
vlog.
Dwayne's in the chat, yeah.
Hey,
He's got a lot.
a
He's got a
a
lot.
a vlog. You seen my tickets. You know how I get busy. I hold on. Why is I'm addicted to same game parlays. You know what? The thing about the same game parlays, bro, especially if you talking about like players getting certain numbers, like if they get hurt, like it's a wrap, especially in football. Like if you do like a five person parlay where this person get a certain amount of rushing yards, this person get a certain amount of passing yards, or whatever. If that person gets injured during the game, man, like your parlay is shot. Is shot. Dwayne Sewell in the building. Big shout out to you, Dwayne.
Bro,
Respect.
tell them some of your worst losses, or what do you call it? Betting what?
Bad beats.
Bad beat. So where you like a close shave where you could have won a lot of money, but you lost.
Yeah. Respect is earned. Why the hate on Shane, man? Shane, listen, respect is earned. Shane is a lightning rod for certain people in the comment section, man. It's been like that since the beginning, man. For some, I don't know if it's because of his age or he's just young or whatever, but his people like to try him. Shane comes out on top the majority of the time, though. I will say that.
Especially when it comes between me and Jeff is it? I always be coming out on top of him.
I Hey, listen, man. I
I'll be
will let
schooling this
I
dude
I
sometimes.
will let him. I'll let him have that. Uh, Will Stokes, he said, I literally was hovering over betting on Brandon Adams to stop Bohanchik, and the odds were 50-1. I swear my ginger is hovering over it. Then Adams knocks some spark out literally when I look up. Yeah, it's crazy. Bets are no joke. Yes, yeah. Will
Hey, that
Stokes.
ring was wicked that night too, bro. I don't know. They was like they
Bro,
was
how the
fighting
hell did you
crazy
bet
with
on
that
Salamov?
motherfucker. I remember that fight.
He don't know.
How did you bet on Salamov?
He don't
I
know.
told you, bro. No, bro. When you looking for the best number wise, you want to put $1 down, put $5 down, put $10 down. You want to see how it can matriculate based on how you moving the mouse around. It's a mousy clicky thing. I know everybody got a laptop. They know about the mousy clicky thing. So I'll be moving it around and I'll be clicking. Then I go check and boom, boom, boom. So I threw a couple underdogs on a nice little parlay. You know what I mean? Slept on a couple little fights too because I wasn't sure about them. But a couple of them Russian fights. Anyway, that was on a Bivel card. I slept on a couple of them. But anyway, like I said, I'm just judging how the payouts go. So I said, if I throw a couple underdogs on this parlay with I think I had about 5 favorites on there, it turned the numbers around. And I was like, okay, that's worth a quarter. You know what I mean? I throw a quarter on it. It came out nice. That quarter would have turned into like 3,000.
Fair enough. I remember, bro. I remember. Um, I remember I bet on uh Eubank Jr. versus James DeGale. I actually won that bet as well. Bro, I was so nervous watching that fight. Well, betting and watching fights are just so
Yeah,
entertaining.
that ain't. Yeah, that ain't good. Being a young guy with no job, that crushed me, bro. That's funny. Burt Woods, shame. What's safe bet, but get rich? Usyk versus AJ2. The odds on that gonna be ridiculous, man. Like you have to put up crazy money just to win like $100 on that. Conrad, heavyweight betting is never safe. That's
Facts.
a fact. Respect is earned. Shane, what's the best bet of the end of all 2021? All of
Bro,
you.
I can. The best bet was the bet that I lost. Blaze beat me out of 500, bro.
Of the end of no, he said, what's the best bet of the end of 2021? Like out of what's up left.
Me personally, I would say under 4.5 for Beterbiev uh against Browne. I would say Majimov Sorrow to go the distance. Majimov wins on points. I would say in a parlay. So I'm saying in a parlay, I would say Derek Chisora versus you can also bet knockdowns and stuff like that. Derek
Yeah.
Chisora versus Parker, no knockdowns, fight to go 12. And um yeah, man, there's not much good fights. I would have loved Murata versus Golovkin because I would have put a sneaky bit on Murata. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have put a sneaky bit on Murata to win that fight against Golovkin. That fight being in Japan as well, I would have put a little bit on Murata, maybe 50, 60.
Yeah.
I chase I chased the bag over here, man. So this weekend coming up, I don't know what's left too much late in the around the holidays. They might have a match or two. I ain't sure, but we'll just depend on this weekend and you want to go best bet, man. Or just at least chase the bag without, throwing away your rent money or nothing. Man, look at a nice little underdog little card and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's the way I would look just to try to make some holiday money if that's the way you looking at bet, betting boxing weekend. Say that shit 15 times in a row.
uh, I
Underdog, baby
think
is underdogs.
I think if you're looking at a single bet and you got some money, um, Browne and Beterbiev to not go the distance, is a pretty solid bet. Um, I would say, yeah, Madrimov, Soro to go the distance. I would definitely bet that. Trying to think what else. What else? Off the top of my head, I would say those are the top two
I mean,
bets in
you
terms of
could be
being
brave
solid.
and bet on a specific round that Beterbiev wins in. It was like plus 1500 for round 4. So you
Yeah,
put down 100. That's a good return.
yeah, good turnaround. Real good
I
turnaround.
bet here go a nice fight to bet on. Hitchens the win against Hawkins. I like
I
that.
don't,
That's
I
a
But
don't
good
trust.
bet.
I don't think the odds will be good on that.
I don't trust it. I think he like minus 250 or something like that. I don't trust Hitchens just as much as I don't trust Hawkins.
I trust Hawkins less because we seen it from him. You know what I
You don't
mean?
trust Hawkins because he still owe you an apology, nigga.
No, I seen it in the ring. He was losing that fight, bro.
No.
So
I agree
and he's
100%.
been
I agree
tired in a
100%.
couple other fights that I watched. You know what I mean? Because I was actually on Team Hawkins for a minute. I thought he was linking up with that Tank train, trying to, hitch coattails to the Tank situation, them being them, that Baltimore DC area sort of linkage that they got going on. So I was rooting for the boy, but you know what I mean? You losing the fight, I gotta call it how I see it. And the boy jumped in like I hit him in his DM and threaten his mama or something and shit. I'm like, damn, take it easy, playboy. Pump your brakes. You know what I mean? You
Nah,
about to
that's a
crash
fact.
test dummy yourself over here.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. We're gonna keep it moving, man. Will Stokes, man, it sucks. Uh Kurbanov Teixeira got pulled off that card. Great
That
fight.
was a great fight,
Yeah,
though.
that was a really good fight. Respect is earned. Holla at your boy. It's gonna cost you. UFC boxing, get at me. Football over. Football still. Oh, you must be talking about college football. Um,
Oh,
Will
it's bowl
Stokes.
season.
It's bowl
Bowl
season, so
season.
yeah. Will Stokes, Woodley stopping Jake Paul might be a good bet too. I'm not betting that.
I ain't betting that. That
Anything
is
with Jake Paul name on it, you deserve to lose if you lose. Conrad boxing, you can even bet minutes. Yeah, you can bet it as well. Yeah. Dwayne Sewell, I did a 20 bet accumulator and I had one bet left, which was Novak Djokovic in tennis, and he was facing a guy who he normally beats, and I think he was a set up and found a way to lose,
that's
lost
crazy.
grands. That's
That's
bad,
crazy.
yo. The worst ones, yo, is like
And
when you
bro,
gotta.
you,
Mhm.
do you know tennis is one of the easiest ways to win money? But go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, it is one of the easiest ways to win money, for sure. The worst losses is the big parlays, and you waiting all day for that shit to hit, and you find out at the end of the night. Yeah, that shit annoys me. Will Stokes Parker stopping Chisora could be something to look at too. I'm not betting that. Woodley Paul ain't worth touching because of Hollywood. Just my opinion. Yeah, I would
Bro,
anything Jake Paul. I'm
you
not
got a
touching.
better chance betting on a Rocky fight.
Hey, on that card though, Jalen Love on there. He in a must-win situation. So if
Yeah.
I can bet on Jalen Love losing. I can bet that. I can bet that for a fact. I'll bet the
bro,
farm. I'll bet the farm. I don't even know who
hey,
he's
that's why
fighting.
I
I'll
said,
bet the farm on that.
Nigo said he
bro,
don't even know who he's fighting.
Jalen Love is losing.
put a quarter on it
He
with me.
This
he
guy
Put a
said
quarter
he
is
don't
on it.
even
straight.
know who he's
He
fighting.
is straight
That's
Put a
so
trash
quarter
talking.
on
funny.
it. Put a
What's
quarter
the
on it.
eye? What's the odds on it? What's the
Bro,
odds?
that's so
Man,
funny.
that's head up. Put a
What
quarter
This
what
on it.
dude says he don't even know who he's fighting, and he's still betting against him.
Come
That's
on, my
so
nigga.
funny.
You put your money where your mouth is, nigga. I
hold
put a
on, you
quarter
talking
up
about
already.
hold on, you're betting Jalen Love?
Yeah, I like him to
Can,
win this weekend. He trying to make a
can
little
I can
cruiserweight
I
push.
can I at least see who he's fighting
Wait,
first?
he's fighting that.
Hold on.
Now you want to do it. Now you want to
Wait.
put the
Did
lab
he say
coat
he's
on.
fighting that cruiserweight? Fighting that
Yeah,
cruiserweight.
yeah.
He's definitely losing. I just need to
Oh
see who.
my god.
He's gonna get spanked, bro. Hold on. I gotta look up who is Jalen
Unless
Love
that
fighting.
guy's fighting another YouTuber, bro. I'm sorry. That guy's losing. He's fighting at cruiserweight, bro. Isn't
Yo,
this guy 168?
his chin was shaky on all levels. Hold on. I see. I got to find this out because I'm about to make some easy money
Put a
off my
quarter
man.
on it. Man, don't find
Bro,
nothing.
hold on, man. Wait a minute. Hold on. I need to
I
find out
know
who
who
he's
it is.
fighting.
We like 28-5, something like that.
I
It's a SA boy.
hold on.
Could be Puerto
He is
Rican. I don't
fighting.
Latin. I'll just
He
say
is
Latin
fighting
supremacy.
a guy named Marcus Oliveira.
About 28-5, something like that.
Yeah, he's 28-5. What weight is this going down? This
It
is
said
going down
cruiser
to
on
cruiserweight.
contract.
Yo, hold on. Did I already lose $25 to you?
Yeah.
I will happily bet you $25 on this. Jalen Love is getting iced, bro. He's getting iced with a half missed jab, yo, at cruiserweight. Are you serious?
Nigga said a
$25.
half
Y'all
missed
heard it here
jab.
first. Jalen, he taking Jalen Love. I'm taking Marcus Oliveira. Jalen Love is straight trash truck juice, bro. If he win that fight, I'll throw you an extra $5, man. Just
Bro, I
off the
like
strength.
the underdogs, bro. They bring in the money. You willing to bet the underdog. You willing to get somebody to challenge you. So
Bro,
this
there's no
for
way I'm
me,
betting Jay Leon Love, bro.
yeah,
At
the what's his
Hell
name
cruiserweight.
is
no.
At
He's getting
cruiserweight.
Cruiser. He's getting ice, bro. He's getting ice. Thanks for getting my
Shane, you want some?
$25 back.
I'll take them pounds.
Thanks
I
for
know how to
getting my
spend the egg.
$25 back. I already paid him. I need my 25 back. So I'm definitely taking that. I appreciate that, bro. Hold on. Dwayne Sewell, I would have felt sorry for the men who said the wrong thing to me straight after that. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You don't be want to hear nothing from nobody after you lose. Indeed, them quick KOs, yeah. Half missed jab, LOL. Yeah, he might get knocked out by the wind of a jab against a cruiserweight. His chin is hella shaky.
Well, what you saying? Where he's gonna get knocked down like how Malik's got knocked down by Wilder?
Yeah. He gonna catch a half a wind on the shot and get knocked down.
Man, I'm telling you, he the house fighter, bro. You gotta understand that, bro.
Jalen Love, man. Please.
He's still part of TMT, baby.
Listen, yeah. Man, the TMT for him stands for something different. For real. Listen, man, we go close this thing out, man. We done been cooking on this joint for damn near 3 hours of shit, man. Shane, give me your social media, bro.
I'm Shane the number one. I hope tomorrow when I'm going live, my voice is better because I've been speaking on
Hey,
bro, I
man,
don't know.
he be on the phone with these hoes, man.
Whoa,
Voice be going out.
These chicks be giving me this Oricon variant or whatever it is.
Hey, Shane, you can't be up close pimping. You got to get on your LRPs. You got to hit them with that long range pimping.
Yeah, I'm learning, bro. I'm learning. You got to hit it with a long stick. It's cool.
Yo, that is hilarious. Vlog, give him your social media, good brother.
Boxing, the #1 ST vlog on IG. Boxing the first vlog, the way you see it on the screen on Twitter. Tap in with me on YouTube, man. We putting up good works, man. I got a breakdown of that Mavramov Zorro fight, man. It's on point too. So you know what I mean. Figure you out. Help you figure out.
I watched it already, bro. It was dope. Yeah. I told you I watched it.
I'm gonna check it out when we get off this joint.
Madramov's one of my favorite prospects. So
yeah. I like Madrimov, man.
Who wins, Madrimov or Tim Tszyu?
I did the same thing, bro. I did the
same thing. Tszyu. I think Tszyu is actually the bigger 154. I think he's the bigger 154. The reason I like Zorro in this fight, bro, because he nice on the back foot, bro. You understand what I'm talking about? He nice on the back foot. Now coming forward, can he get in trouble? Because dude got a little Loma in him. He got a little Loma in him. He ain't as sharp with that spin around, little sidestep spin around move. But it could get a little ugly if dude
Are they gonna give him the points in Uzbekistan, bro?
Yeah, that's why I say this guy. The way got me a KO, and he got the power. He got
I need somebody to check the parking lot, man. If it's like some foreign vehicle or something out there, like an airplane or a jet or something, then I already know what time it is, man. I need somebody at the location to show me the parking lot. Like if it's a plane in the parking lot, I'm taking Soro, bro. That's a fact. I'm taking Soro, man. But hey man, y'all can find me all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G5JeffTV. I need for y'all to go to G5JeffTV.com. Click on take your pick, make your picks for this weekend's fights. I definitely need for y'all to go to Boxing First Vlogs channel. Definitely subscribe. Trying to get him to 1,000. If we get him to 1,000, the prize money for the league goes up to $650, except for $550 right now. So go support my bro. And not only because of that, man, like it's just good work on there as well, man. He deserves it at the end of the day. So go ahead and go over to Boxing First Vlog and get that taken care of. And I mean, this was supposed to be about Beterbiev and Browne, but it turned into Canelo and betting and all that stuff. And that's just what happens when when you on here. You don't know what you're going to run into. But we will be back tomorrow, going live. Shane will definitely be on deck. Hopefully the hoes will have his voice on point. Uh, we don't need that variant going around. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Conrad laughing, Will Stokes, Beterbiev stoppage between round 7 and 9. Parker decision. Listen, man, on behalf of VP Shane, Boxing First Vlog, your boy G5. We'll be back tomorrow. Cooking up on the live with VP Shane, man, for the Madrimal fight, man. So we're gonna see y'all tomorrow, and episode 37 of the Goodfellas podcast is coming. On behalf of the staff, man, we'll see y'all tomorrow.